All right. Twitter message out. And let's see. I see my mic levels going back and forth. Robert, what's going on, man? Boss Page, how are you? Let me check my camera. And hey, that looks just about right. Let me spin this game up. I'm going to let you all know right now, I don't feel particularly well today. I don't know how long the stream is going to be. And I might not talk as much as I usually do. Not feeling the best, but progress must be made. We have a game to play, and we have been in this freaking city far too long. Good Lord, I feel like it's been forever since we got back on the boat. So, my goal today is to finally finish up with this freaking city so we could get back in the water and start roaming. We'll see how it actually works out. And why am I not seeing anything? 1 second, I'm spinning up the game. I know you all can't see the game yet. One moment. One moment. Darren, what's going on, man? How are you? It's all good on my side of the fence. What about you? I actually just got back from seeing what's it called when you have a child and she's in like kindergarten or whatever, and they have this event where all the parents come and they watch the children like sing and dance and all that kind of good stuff. Whatever that is, that's what I just came back from. Those events, they do absolutely nothing for me, to be honest with you. But I know it's important that my daughter sees me, that she knows that I support her, that I'm there to high five her and tell her, hey, you really sung that song. You really did a great job singing that song. So I show up to do my part. All right, what were we? Oh, now we're just roaming around trying to get stuff done. Okay, who are you? You find a man of middle years inspecting a metal tool unlike any you've seen. He has several similarly strange items on his belt, all quite clean and orderly. They look like tools one might use to pull a tooth, a shoe, or chew a horse, but much more delicate. He wears pristine cream-colored robes. The muzzle of an arquebus is visible just over his shoulder. His eyes brighten when he notices you. Absolutely zero complaints. Got my shopping done. Cookies made and sitting down for the night. Nice, nice. Sounds like a productive day. That's awesome. What is this? Arcana. The man's robes shimmer with a faint trace of arcane energy. Glyphs stitched to the hems and sleeves seem to be the source of the effect.
Good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such.
Gods forbid. True that. As long as she sees you and you're there, it goes a long way. Exactly. So I show up. And she had a big old smile on her face, and I think she was really happy to sing. And then afterwards, I asked her, what did you want for dinner? And she was like, I want pizza. And I said, and I tried to offer up nuggets because I hate getting pizza, because unless you go to like a more extravagant place like Pizza Hut, but if you just want to pick up something quick, then you go to Little Caesars. And I got to get out the car to go get a Little Caesars. So I was like, don't you want some nuggets instead? Because then I could just go to Wendy's and go to the drive-thru and pick her up some nuggets. She was like, no, Daddy, not nuggets. I want pizza. I was like, ugh. So I ended up going to Little Caesars, waiting in the shop while they did it. It was fine.
I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine. Which is why I've got this arquebus here.
What do you mean by unpopular?
A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it. But they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage. And there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you.
Oh, we already did that. Can you teach me what you've learned in your research?
I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper.
No, I don't think so.
Should you change your mind, you'll find me here.
Okay, that was interesting. And then we've got this priest here. Ooh, nope. Not yet. Let's get her outside the bounds.
Say the word.
What did you get at the Winnie's Chili? No, I ended up having to go to Little Caesars because I had to get her pizza. She was determined not to have any nuggets. Ooh, there's some sort of special weapon there.
There was a bomb.
All right. So now we got Little Caesars. So I got the they've got this new Detroit style deep dish pizza that I got. So it's like 8 slices. And then I got some cheesy bread because my wife is more into their cheesy bread than she is their actual pizza. And then I got myself some crazy bread because I like the crazy bread. The Magranite priest has the build of a boulder. His thick-set frame stretches his fine robes at the seams. He regards you with a steady, calm gaze, nodding and greeting.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess. For we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles.
I like his voice. This is your temple?
Akira, rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades.
Riley, what's going on, man? Can't complain. How are you doing? I didn't expect to see so many foreigners at the temples.
It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Magran's will.
Farewell. Okay. Obviously, whatever's supposed to be going on with him, I'm not ready for it yet. All right, I know I ran over to this area. Who's over here?
You seen the view from up here?
Devotee of
I
Margaret,
dare you
okay.
to go inside.
No! Tangaloa!
out.
My sister says Tangaloa is down
Ooh,
there.
ooh, ooh, there's
and
stuff
the
down
priests
here.
feed it fish.
So that's the Temple of Barath. All right, I remember that area being super hard. The winds whip violently along the cliffs below, carrying the sound of rustling trees with them. I remember that. You can use that as an alternative way to get inside there, but we're not going to do that. Random, what's going on, man? How are you? Acoustic. Little Caesar's Crazy Bread is like the best thing they have. I agree. The Crazy Bread is awesome. Good. I'm just modding RimWorld for a friend in 60 mods, but some are conflicting, so I'm trying to help him figure out which ones they are. Interesting. I've heard about RimWorld before, but I've never played it. Do you like it? Long incisions along the corpse's stomach and chest provide access to the organs. Each tablet has been painstakingly engraved, recounting myths and parables in the Wana script.
I know just the thing.
You gotta go all the way around? That's not good.
You were saying? There was a pond. Aye, aye.
Can't complain, I made these weird plastic bead things with my kid. Nice. Nice. Wait. Why does it still say locked?
I'll have this. Oh, I've done it.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Nice. I'm a little worn out. Tough time in the year for retail. Yep. I work for a cellular company. It's the same deal. Like, to some degree, holidays are a little easier because there's less people around to make requests, but it's a crazy selling time. So it's definitely not as restful as holidays used to be. Times like this, honestly, I really, really miss working for a bank. When I used to do tech support for Chase Bank, holiday times, like you got extra days. Everybody was gone. They're like, there's no reason for us to be here whatsoever. I definitely miss that sometimes. That, and I used to work at the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, and it was the same way there as well. Like the financial industry in general, when the holidays are coming around, everybody's gone. I might need to make my way back there now that I think about it. Abandonment, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Yo, what's up? I just got on my winter break from school. Finished my finals for the semester. That's awesome. So are you expecting good grades then? But not bad, all things considered. Awesome. Awesome. An ailing Amor priest regards your approach with curiosity. He calls her to a sleeve, stained with a spatter of silvery flecks.
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you.
The priest peers knowingly at the center of your chest, lips curving an ardent smile. Hands trembling, he touches the length of chain around his neck.
I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Berith, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
He bows his head.
Silent prayer? Where are the songs, I say? Did you learn this from Valians?
Hello, dear. Counting life. I never have time off. Well, you know, you don't have to stay there. I said finance. I said the financial industry. All right? You're accounting. There's a difference. You should know that. So, yeah, good grades. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. How much longer do you have to go in school? Because you said it's just winter break, so you got to go back afterwards, right?
Again, I ask that you please fall silent for prayer.
Bow your head.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Berath, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next, and...
From life to death to life again, be blessed. An end. Nodding fervently, he accepts your ending to the invocation. He presses his hands over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt. Then raising his head, he cracks a frail smile.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask.
You should come join the trades. You get all the benefits of being busy without the stress of selling because everybody needs you. That's awesome. There's even a Mass Effect mod that has Reapers land on the planet. You have to fight them, and you can even add the Flood from Halo that will come and try to overwhelm it. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my final semester for high school, and then I'm off to college with my 1,500 on my SAT. So I have decent options for college, too. Too bad I'm going for music, so it's basically pointless. It's not pointless. There's probably some colleges that excel in music, right? So there might be better options for you than some others. That's awesome, man. This is a temple to Barath, right? So who's Rikehu, Kohopa, and Tengalo?
The same. Your word, Bereth. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal, the cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld, life and death.
Hey, there's a difference. I'm glad you know. Yes, I know, dear. I learned it from you.
Life is Kahopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back. Again and again.
This dude talks too slowly. It's killing me. Impressive altar. What else could this temple boast?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains.
No joke.
The bodies are protected by Bereth's best, roaming always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
Tell me about the writings on these tomes.
Liturgies, instructions for ritual preparations, when and how, sermons, some histories too.
His fingers trail carefully across stone as craggy as his skin.
All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
His words catch in his throat, and he curves forward in a spine-racking fit, hacking until he's flush-faced. Fumbling a goatskin flask to his lips, he drinks until minnow silver liquid dribbles over and it slicks his chin.
Better.
He wheezes, wiping a palm over his chin.
The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touched by Bereth can do.
Insight. You covet something you can't get to, something you can't access because you lack Bearer's chime.
That's right. I've got no hope, but you do.
He tugs at a chain about his neck.
My ears, my infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your chime.
Yeah, but you don't really need high SAT scores for a liberal arts college. So I could have just gone for the baseline instead of 1500, 1600. But I love to flaunt him, nothing else. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with putting your best foot forward. I remember getting a terrible score on my SAT. What was it? I think it was like 900. Maybe it was 1,000, 900, somewhere in that range. I took the SAT when I was 12, and it was set up in a way where you had to answer these questions. You had to read these little paragraphs or things that they would give to you, and then kind of be able to speak to what was your interpretation of what you read. And so consequently, these stories in these sections, they were meant for someone much older. What I didn't know, and I don't remember if my father did a poor job of explaining this to me or if I just missed it when he explained it, but I didn't realize you could just not answer questions and then it wouldn't count against you. So I'm reading these stories, not understanding them, and then just trying to answer anyway. So I completely aced the math part, but my English and like reading comprehension scores were so terrible that it really dragged down my score because I didn't know about any of the stuff that they were talking about. So yeah, my father was livid. he was so upset, but here's what it is. Jason, what's going on, man? Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas, man. The priest presses the palm of his hand to the front of his chest. He stares, scrutinizing your face. He shakes his head, disappointed.
The coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way, but you'd die inside, I think. My chance would be lost then. Lost with your remains.
This is their way of telling you you're not a high enough level to take on this.
Not just anyone can escape the hanging sepulchres. Alive.
I will not fail against adversity. I promise you.
Maybe you're stronger than you look. Like me. That's a good sign, I think.
Metallic purple. Nice. He releases his grip on the pendant with a feeble nod.
I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime.
Why do you need Ysir's eulogy?
It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death. It's my best chance. I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success.
Ah, all right. I will look for it then. The priest bobs his head. From beneath his shirt, he untucks a stone-carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of his chain, thrumming harder the closer he holds it to you.
You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Ysir's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Bereth's arcana.
What's going on, Helmet? Glad you were able to make it. I hope you're having a good day. Will there be Pillars 3? I feel like if Baldur's Gate 3 does well, which I don't see why it wouldn't, and then Avowed is successful, I feel like the two of those together will allow us to get a Pillars of Eternity 3 game. Because it'll remind developers, hey, CRPGs, there's a huge community of people who love them, who will purchase them, who will support them. And if Avowed does well, it'll show people, hey, this is a game world that people love exploring, they love being in. It is worth your time to invest in this property. So my hope is that Pillars of Eternity 3 is still possible, even though Pillars of Eternity 2, unfortunately, didn't do all that well financially. Abandonment, so you did it the exact opposite way? Nice. Hey, we both passed. That's what's important. I think if someone, I would do the same thing if someone gave me multiple choices. Exactly. Like the possible answer is right there. I gotta try. Come on now. Oh yeah, Avowed. I'm sorry. Is Pillars 3, but the same people of Wrath of the Righteous? If it is, probably not, since they're coming up with a new season pass for Wrath of the Righteous. Seems like they're invested in a lot. Yep, they're definitely going to still keep doing Wrath of the Righteous content. What was that about preparing your soul for shucking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle, chosen to lead.
He sweeps a hand towards the stone tomes piled across the floor. Ooh, Lawful Evil Death Knight. That's awesome. Do you usually like playing evil creatures on D&D playthroughs? Tyranny 2 win. Acoustic, that's the one that's really up in the air. Like, I actually feel somewhat confident as long as Avowed and Baldur's Gate 3 do well, we'll get another Pillars game. I don't know about Tyranny. Because the fact of the matter is, most people don't like doing evil playthroughs. Like, even in those role-playing games where you have the evil option, you can go down the evil path, like 70% of players won't bother doing it. So a whole game that kind of revolves around you kind of being the bad guy, is a lot of people are not interested in that. And so I think it's going to be a hard sell to Microsoft. I would love a Tyranny 2. We're definitely going to play Tyranny on the channel, but I'm not holding my breath for a sequel. You're dying?
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
Why would you want to die soon?
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
You mentioned something about undead in the catacombs.
The dead, with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Berath. Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
Paradox owns tyranny? You know, wait a minute. What am I saying? That's irrelevant, all right? Because if Microsoft wants it, they'll pay Paradox for it. So the fact that Paradox own it, not a big deal at all. But I guess it does add, you know, one more reason why we probably won't get a sequel to the game. But honestly, that's not the biggest of deals. James, what's going on, man? How are you? Gonna fall asleep and wanted to give you a like and a view. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you get some rest. Take care. Also, Obsidian is a Microsoft studio now. Don't think they'll work on anything outside. Well, they won't work on anything outside, but I'll buy something from the outside and bring it in. And frankly, it's cheaper to just buy a property that already exists than to try to create one from the ground up. And Obsidian is a large enough studio now where they can work on multiple games. So, I mean, I guess they do have Grounded, but I think it makes more sense that a studio of that size will be working on at least 2 RPGs at one time. But you know what? What am I saying? Then again, they have Avowed and they have Outer Worlds. So they'll probably take the standpoint they don't need Tyranny. So, yeah, this is just one more thing on the pile. More than likely, we're not getting a Tyranny sequel. At least no time in the near future. I have questions about Ysir and the catacombs beneath this temple.
I'll tell you what I can.
What's the story with Ysir?
He's no Juana, nor a death god like neither, but he was a high priest of Berath. His hair was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Berath. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
The priest's face flushes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks until his breath catches and he doubles over into a hacking fit.
Ysir fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Berath kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
How do I enter the catacombs under the temple?
You've got to go outside, on the lower walkway. Doors sealed up tight, though. Priests before me, all death godlikes, could open it. Door requires a coil, resonating with Berath's chime. But I haven't met a death godlike in my time.
Fallout New Vegas, I feel like, is a definite possibility. That is a sequel I'm pulling for that I feel like we could really get. Even though, I'll be honest with you, as much as I love New Vegas, as much as I love Obsidian, would a Fallout New Vegas sequel be the same without Kaiser? I mean, I blew his brains out, and I'm sure most people did. So obviously he can't be in the sequel. But man, him and his organization added so much character to the game. Like it was such a good time. Those conversations, learning more about the organizations, man, that was some fantastic writing. I'd like to know more about the Hanging Sepulchres.
They're from the long-forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up, before there was Nekataka or a queen.
So, Robert, I would say that Outer Worlds was very good, and it was good enough. I'm sorry. I would say that Outer Worlds is good enough where if you played it, you're like, okay, I want a sequel for this game, but the game does also come off as unfinished. I personally think it is worth playing, but it's not on the same level as Pillars of Eternity, Tyranny, Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's not on the same level of some of the other RPGs the city has come out with, but there's a kernel there. There's a core where you could see it becoming on that level. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel.
They're well guarded, because not all of Barath's dead like the rest in their graves.
Oh, really? Most of the Fallout New Vegas team has went on to other studios? Interesting. I've heard enough for now.
All right.
See, that doesn't really temper my my desire to see that, though, because even though that occurred, Obsidian is still pumping out great content. So it's not like BioWare where all the talent fled, and now it seems like they're just not putting out games that are of the same quality that they used to. Like, Obsidian is still doing fantastic stuff. Although, you know, we'll see how Avowed works. It sure is taking them forever to get their stuff with Avowed straight. Okay, what have I already done? Oh, I wanted to go into the tower, but I don't have the hook. So let's talk to that guy who we got his, what? A group of Principe sailors approach you in the streets. Damn, I should have upgraded my damn equipment before we did this. I'm probably going to end up in the same situation I did in that other fight. God dog it. All right, whatever. You could have a bunch of Legion warlords fighting over territory in New Vegas, to each with their own quirks. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the vacuum for leadership could have been a cool story. Yeah, you know what? That's true. That's true. I mean, and Obsidian will figure something out. They'll make it interesting. So yeah, I'm with it. Fintray, a valiant term. Here they go again with the unmarried man. That's so hilarious that they point that out. A tall, wiry man blocks your path. He wears a sly smile, as one might wear their most comfortable trousers.
I saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Talfor, you must meet him too.
Arrayed about him are a small group of kit, well armed and armored. I've read your letter. Your penmanship is terrible. I'm embarrassed for you.
I am wounded.
Blush colors his cheeks. And he chuckles, the back of his hand against his mouth. Yo, my whole squad likes that. Nice.
But what did you think of its contents, Quay?
I imagine Avetta will have some choice words about this.
A shame, then, that you will not live to hear them.
Talfor draws his weapon and his companions do the same. Well, that's unfortunate. They're right there, huh? Well, all right. What does she start with? What is that power? Oh, she starts with Gradna. Yeah, we probably need a boost to defenses. He's doing that. Let's get some AI going for you two. What you got going on here? Aggressive? Yeah, you got aggressive. Yeah, sure. All right. Party AI. If you would like your party members to perform actions automatically in combat, you can select AI behaviors for them. Each class has multiple behaviors to choose from based on different roles they can fulfill. You also have the ability to fully customize or create new behaviors by opening the behavior editor. The behavior editor allows you to create new behaviors for your party members. Each behavior consists of actions that dictate what your party member does in combat. An action set is a list of actions that have conditionals, targets, and cooldowns. Each class has several example action sets. You can duplicate an existing action set for a starting point or creating your own custom action set. Awesome. All right. Let's hope I don't get completely torn apart right here. Let's see. You are not doing anything. You should be doing something. Are you ascended? You are ascended. We'll start here. And then we'll go here. Whoa! They didn't like that. They didn't like that none too much. There we go. Dominate them. Why is Takehu not attacking? What's going on? Takehu, attack. Do what you're supposed to be doing. There we go. Thank you. Oh, no. Ooh, and progress. Oh, yes, I imagine you caught the gameplay footage for Hogwarts Legacy a couple weeks back. What you think? Because I'm real excited after seeing it. I'm super excited to see Hogwarts Legacy. I think it looks absolutely... I was wondering why the fight was Ooh, I forgot about the hammerhead shark. Oh, snap. Whoever I'm attacking right now, they're at a way higher level than... Woo! I forgot about the hammerhead shark. That's so fire. Man. Okay. That was awesome. But yeah. I'm super excited for Hogwarts. Unfortunately, I'm the type of creator that, like, once I have my mind set on something, it's really hard for me to pivot to something different. And so I've had my mind set on this ranking 199 classes, and it's been hard to go into something different. So I definitely do plan, at least right now, I plan to play Harry Potter and do content for it. So yeah, it's definitely exciting. It's been, I'll be honest with you, it's been a little frustrating seeing some of the response to it. Some of the people who link whether or not...
Didn't throw my good clothes lately. Just realized why.
Why? It wouldn't happen to be on account of my lantern, would it?
I know you think it's funny, but the moths are so big here.
It's a divine light, meant to cut through the darkness. Of course it's gonna draw the biggest ones.
Some of my pants wouldn't be polite to wear them in public anymore.
That's awesome, man. Her that southern drawl is so sexy to me. Yeah, it's been a little people linking whether or not you play it, basically linking it to how you feel about trans people. That's something I find very hard to agree with, and so honestly, I'm struggling a little bit with it, but I definitely want to play it and plan to do content for it. So we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out in February. Zamar, did I talk to some? I thought, he's the guy I'm looking for. No, don't move. Black Fist, what's going on, man? How are you? I feel for the street cleaner. Nice. I was hesitant about the combat at first, but after the footage, I'm super down with it. Yeah, I mean, the footage looked amazing. Riding around the broom looked amazing. Usually, I'm not the type who enjoys, like, building different things or having, like, pets at home, but even that part looked pretty awesome, to be honest with you. And I fully intend to become a dark wizard. So it's become pretty apparent that, hey, you can become an evil wizard and side with the Death Eaters and all that. So I'm all about it. I'm all about it. The Principe won't be bothering you anymore.
Best news I've heard since I arrived on this rock.
Zamar lowers his hands. They shake like they don't know where to go next. They go back up to his beard, this time less frenzied.
What of Captain Redora?
Zamar pulls the end of his mustache taut.
Has she sobered up yet? Or do we need to shake her by her ankles?
She was robbed. Don't hold it against her.
Robbed? Abidon's fist.
Blinking, Zamar glances past you and swallows.
Someone's feeling bold to prey on a captain in Queen's birth. Matters being what they are. Redora's commission is yours, if you can afford it.
Zamar smooths down his mustache and dislodges a small puff of sawdust. I might be interested in buying Redora's commission.
That'll be the Iron Thunderer. A cannon well deserved of her name.
Zamar beams with pride.
Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai's standards, but she's got heart.
Same could be said of the Wahaki tribe, and look what happened to them.
Grinning, Maya winks down at Ishizi. Sparing a sharp glare at Maya, Zamar turns his focus over to you.
For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove.
Yeah, after a certain point, death of the artist kicks in. But I already pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game, so I'm pumped. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to probably end up playing it. Why do trans people have anything to do with it? Because J.K. Rowling is intensely transphobic and it's basically as if you're supporting the game, you support her opinions thing. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. But it's like, that's not true. I don't give a damn about J.K. Rowling. I love Harry Potter. I don't love Harry Potter because of her. I don't connect the two at all. But I understand that, some people do, and I always want to be respectful towards people. So I don't know. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing, man. The magical beasts are my favorite part of the wizarding world. Yeah, and I think for me, that's part of the reason that I was so disappointed by that new stretch of movies because, the idea of a Harry Potter series that was going to put so much more focus on the magical creatures littered throughout that world is actually pretty exciting. But the way they decided to do it wasn't engaging at all. I'm good.
But your friend's mouth has raised the price by 500.
He folds his arms and tips his head at Maya. Maya didn't say anything that offensive.
I don't ask my clients their business because it gets in the way of mine.
How is it that Takehu doesn't like me saying it, but Maya doesn't enjoy it? Like shouldn't it be both? Come on, man. Oh, God, dog it.
One are good customers.
Give 1,500 copper. Here you go.
I'll see that you get your money's worth, Captain.
Maya holds Zamar's gaze.
Your vessel will spit fire like a worm with a belly full of fire kelp.
Black Fist, appreciate you, man. What's going on? Thanks for the $10. I really appreciate it. But I don't know about that. I don't think you're going to agree with everyone 100% of the time. That's impossible. My wife and me only agree 61% of the time. 16 years married. Really? 16 years married? That's awesome. Congratulations. I look forward to being on your level one day. Yeah, that's kind of a decision I've come to as well. It's like there's just no way to please everybody. But I just even if what my decisions don't please you, even if we don't agree, at the very least, I like everyone. I would want everyone to feel like they were respected. Like, I heard you, I understood you. I don't agree with you. I'm not going to handle this the way you might want me to, but that doesn't mean that I don't respect you as an individual, And so, I don't know. That's the only thing that kind of gets to me about it. He steps aside to show you the contents of his crates. Okay. We are not going to... What kind of stuff do we have? We don't have much money. We have 4,200. We really need to improve some of the things on our ship, actually. And we just need a better ship in general. Good Lord, I forgot how expensive some of this crap is. Maybe I shouldn't have done all that shopping beforehand. Ooh, higher. Seasoned cannoneer? Yeah, I'll take you. And I need to respect a lot of my people. Okay, here. All right. It's time to go through some of this inventory. So, Magra's Blessing, Shield, +1 enemies engaged. Ooh, you'll take this. Excellent. Now, this is Scordio's trophy. Superb, one-handed. Nobody's using that. Nobody's using Gladiator Sword. Nobody's using Daroga's Skull. No. Outworn Buckler. When I get on the ship, Palagina can have that. In fact, I wonder what... No. She uses Tuotalio's Palm. That's what she uses. She can have that one. So we can get rid of this one, I believe, then. Are there any party members we don't have that we're still supposed to pick up? I think we have all the party members, right? I think so. Seeing JK go the way she did soured some people on the franchise for sure. What's going on, Demas? How are you, man? Yeah, definitely. And it was unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't want or need Grindelwald. I needed Steve Irwin as a wizard. Yeah, I like Harry Potter. Me too. I'm a fan of the universe. Savant, what's going on, man? How are you? Glad you're able to make the stream. Yeah, I'm having a fantastic day. No complaints whatsoever. Hope you're experiencing the same. I liked it when I was a kid. Right. JK's world building is not great on a number of levels. Yeah, it's been interesting watching the videos, really pulling it all apart and breaking it down. It was hard for me to have that perspective because, you know, I was in it while the books were being released. So when you're reading something or looking at something once every 2 years, it's hard to look at it as one piece. But looking at a couple of those videos, like breaking it down all as one piece and showing the lack of consistency of the issues, yeesh. Yeesh. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But even though it wasn't consistent and even though the world building wasn't developed or the character arcs for that instance weren't as developed as they should be, the creativity of the world and, you know, how unique it is compared to a lot of other things out there, I feel like that really can't be denied. And so that makes me still love it. If you haven't gotten Maya's gun yet, it costs $2,000 on its own. I haven't been to that place yet. It said Delver's Row. So, you're telling me don't spend all my money now. That's what you're saying. You're saying if you still need that, now is not the time to splurge. And this is an excellent point. That's a great point, actually. Okay, all right, let's see. First, so I upgraded his stuff. You're using a bow. We don't do anything with your stuff. We can actually upgrade your stuff because you got the stuff that you're going to use permanently. I don't need to worry about you because I don't care about your stuff. All right. So most of this can be sold then. Except the grimoire. I don't. So I want, this is actually a damn good grimoire. Now that I'm looking at it. I want Allah to focus on debuffing. And I need a grimoire that's going to assist in doing that. And that is not any of these, so I can safely sell all of these. Excellent. What's going on with this? That's scale armor. Fine, that's medium armor. Okay, your armor. What's your deal? You've got medium armor as well. The vestments have gone. Recovery time 7. Okay, so you need an upgrade at some point. And when you get that upgrade, it should be 8. And look at that. So that's just regular old base armor and it can't be upgraded. So we're going to give you some actual real medium armor. There you go. And you don't have the helmet either. We'll deal with that in just a minute. Light armor exceptional. What am I wearing? Light armor. This is a 5 rating. +2 armor. Sure. That's actually kind of funny to me. Let's see. Fine robe. And then what do you wear? You're wearing light armor, right? Sharpshooter's garb. Negative 20% reload time with arbalist and the like. Okay, well, I'm definitely keeping that. I mean, like, J.K. Rowling's so rich at this point, it doesn't matter. That's part of my issue, to be honest with you. Like, it'd be different if she was broke or just like middle class or whatever, and like this money was really going to be life-changing for her. But we're talking about a woman who's got $1 billion. She doesn't give a fuck about that royalty check. That royalty check is not changing her life. And to be frank, it's not changing her reputation either. Like, the people who hate J.K. Rowling right now, they're going to hate her for life. Harry Potter doing well is not going to change how they feel about her. And the people who ride with J.K. Rowling, they gonna ride with her regardless because they believe in all the stuff that she's saying. Again, Harry Potter and how it does is not going to change that. So to me, what will be. How this game does is completely irrelevant. But I understand that not everybody seems to feel that way. I plan on just pirating Legacy to check it out, but I doubt I'll finish it unless it does something really interesting with the setting. At the end of the day, the game devs are not JK. Pretty much this way I feel. Yeah, I'm doing well, visiting my folks for Christmas and New Year's. Brought my PC with me this time. Nice. It's always nice to see the folks. I'm actually going to go see my parents next week. I've only played the first Pillars base game. How does this compare so far? From a production standpoint, the second game is significantly better. I also feel like, oh, the class system is better. They have multi-classing in here that's done very, very well. And I feel like from a combat perspective, it's a better game. I feel like the character arcs for the part. Oh, and this game has romances, which is important to me. I don't know if it's important to you, but this game has romances. The base game did not. I think the character arcs for the party members is stronger in the first game than the second game. I haven't played this second game since the time it first released, and there's been a bunch of patches, content added, et cetera, et cetera. So I might feel different by the time I finish this playthrough, but I remember feeling that way when I did my first run through for this game. Unquestionably, also, I feel like the main story plot is better in the first game than it is in the second game. Especially the ending. I feel like the first game ended, okay, and the second game and this game, I'm not a particularly big fan of the ending, to be honest with you. If you want to focus on debuffing, I think there's a good one from Archimede's Shop in the Overlook. Awesome. All right, I definitely plan to do that today. I like to give Yodi heavy armor personally. She actually makes an all right frontliner if you do that. My thing is, I still want her to be able to cast quickly because I love using those cleric buffs. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. As a Christian, I don't really agree with the gays and trans, but they get no less respect than any other individual or adult can believe or do with whatever they want as long as they don't force it on others. Cool. Ian, what's going on, man? How are you? I'm a simple man. I just want a good game and then play it. I'm pretty much in the same boat, boss. I'm pretty much in the same boat. I keep forgetting to give this to Alaf, Cloak of Barath. Hey, you know what? Somebody should be wearing this. Who doesn't have a cloak? Here, you don't have a cloak yet, darling? Here. I'm going to give you one. Give you a cloak. Okay. Now, one of the current gate crests I'm using, this gives me +2 might. Therefore, I don't need these. What are you wearing? 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from melee weapons. That's actually pretty good for you. So fine. Well, you can keep that. And then you've got one that gives you 2 max discipline. But you know what? I like the braziers more for you. We'll sell the discipline. Focus Flank, +10 accuracy with fire attacks. Who's going to be using... I don't think any of us really use fire attacks that much, right? So, well, actually, she does. She could. Not long term, but short term she could. So, we'll put it on you for now. +8 reflex. She's got Shore Walker sandals, +2% stride. We'll put that on you instead. Build up your defense system. I'm well. Tonight's my last day of the week, and I'm off until Tuesday, so I'm excited for my long weekend. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, +15 max health. Sure. We don't have anything else there. We don't have anything else there either. And do you have a belt? +10% healing done. How about you? Health restore. Put that on my main character. Why does it look like that all of a sudden? That's weird. What's that? It must be the light. So he has a, what's this? Cipher Shackle, +1 Constitution and resistance to dexterity afflictions. That's interesting. Night Market, +1 Religion, +1 Stealth. That does not help you, sir. We could give it to her since, we'll increase some of your religion. That's fine. You've already got 15 health. You know what? You might as well take it. You know what? Barely want to give it to you, but it's fine. Ooh, Ring of Might of Protection. Okay, do you already have a Ring of Might of Protection? You do. Do you already have a Ring of Might of Protection? You don't. Suppress Affliction. You don't need that. Take that instead. Somebody else could take that. There we go. And then what's this again? +3 accuracy. You can take that. You can have the accuracy. 50% of misses converted to grazes with proficient weapons. I might have to sell that, but it feels wrong to sell it. We'll keep it around for a while. +1% perception ability activates near death. It grants health over time and reduces incoming damage when the wearer is near death. I don't think Eder needs that. +10 deflection against disengagement attacks. I guess we'll give you that. And I guess we could sell that, what Barath had. All right. All right. I think that gives us everything. And, you know, we can go ahead and take this off. You won't be using that. There we go. All right.
See good use.
Palagina uses fire attacks a fair bit. Plus Allah for fireball. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to Palagina. Where's Amar? There we go. Come on. Now, trade. Oh, I was about to say, it won't let you trade? Okay, here we go. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Ba-boom, ba-boom. We'll keep that around. I seem to remember that this quarterstaff came in handy for something. There was something we were supposed to use it for. Oh, I could give this to the pirate dude. Get rid of the maze. Don't need this. Yeah, those are just regular sabers. Don't need that. That. All of them. All of them. All right. This goes to Palagina. This stays in my inventory. This goes to Pirate Dude. This, I don't think I need this, right? I don't think I need this. Move that. And anybody who needs fine mail armor? No. Aleph could take the fine robe. Exceptional. Ooh, I didn't have her. She might need to use exceptional scale armor. Fine padded armor, light, 20% recovery time. No, I'm good. And then we'll get rid of the Wana Brigadine. Where do I choose? Here we go. Party. Select him. Stash. What are you wearing? You're wearing Saints War armor. I think it's time for you to trade up into some heavy armor, sir. That's probably part of the reason you've been taking all these attacks. Oh, now I've got 11K. Oh, snap. All right now. Hey, it kind of sucks that you look at this, but it doesn't tell you what you already have on your ship. Do you like the naval combat in Deadfire? I don't know yet. I haven't experienced it yet, really. I got it to one near battle, and I decided to just board the ship. So I haven't actually experienced like the full combat the way it's supposed to be yet. What was I looking? Oh, here we go. Okay, so ooh, you're a level 3 cannoneer. So here. And what role is this guy? He's a surgeon cook. No. Cannoneer, level 2. Cook. Navigator. You are a helmsman. Novice helmsman. Helmsman, deckhand. God dog it. All right. Oh, so you're serving as a navigator when you could be serving as a helmsman. We already have Worthless Idiot who's a navigator. So actually, here, hold on. Professional, primordial, imp, greedy. I don't remember what those freaking things mean if they have any real effect. From an XP standpoint, does Shodi need more religion? My OCD doesn't let me sell uniques. Eddar's been wearing that armor 20 years as of the time of Deadfire. Imagine that. What's going on, James? It's actually a good call out. So there are dialogue options or checks that need to be cleared that benefit from her having religion. So that's the reason why I keep that on her. As far as header, it's just natural to me to just replace the crap that they're using. I don't know. Okay. So you remember him being a pretty good navigator. You. You're okay cook. Okay, fine. What do I have here? Iron Thunderer. I've got 4 of these Iron Thunderers, but I just bought one of these things, right? Okay, so I must have bought one of them all over again. So I have the Iron Thunderer 6 through 9. Is my flag supposed to give me stats? I can't remember. Stormwind sails. Right. And her lantern scales with religion. There we go. That's the other reason to go ahead and grab it. Okay, so I have the Iron Thunder for 6 through 9, and that only does it at 250 meters. It's at 500 meters. I don't think I'm the type to just board every time. That's that seems a little much to me. Sooner or later, we should do at least a little combat. There's no reason to buy these little ships as we level up, right? We'll chill on that for now. So in fact, yeah, I guess we don't need to get this stuff for now because, I do want the lamp. Damn, that's 7,000. I was about to say that increase in travel speed is actually pretty nice. Living steel anchor. Oh, the Margranite flamethrower, blight lantern. Damn, they've definitely expanded on what this used to be. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to just board when I get in combat for now. So I'm not going to look at upgrading the ship. I'm going to leave the ship alone. Now, we talked to him. We did all this stuff. We're supposed to have some sort of meeting at the Luminous Adra Mill. We're supposed to meet a contact and sell him that shipment of Adra that we've been carrying around. Let's do that. If you think about it, his Saints War armor should be awful, like something they slapped on a teenage farm boy and sent to the front lines. Well, you don't know what adjustments he's had made on it. You know, he might have been upgrading it with his own money. Let's see, a distant light. Right, that's the one I'm not ready for, an honored guest. Harbinger's Watch. That's the DLC. Trade Secrets, Devil's Row. We'll go there. Bounty. Blow the Man Down. Fort Deadlight. That's our next stop after we get out of here. Pokahara. We'll do that. Skipping ahead. Wait for, we're not ready for that. Dim Prospects. Disrupt the Luminous Art. Pokahara again. Okay. Now, other ones. Find the ancient temple near. Oh, okay. Actually, we got to go do that. I completely forgot about that. We still got the medicine. Storms, food for thought. Yep. We'll take care of that. Map in the archipelago, the lantern for God. Travel with Shodi, post cleansing. Meanings Narrows. Go to the Narrows. Go to Hasanago. Look for Giacomo at the Hole. An inn has been conducting his research out of a room at the Hole, an inn in the Gullet. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. The Mana Chimes. All right. Well, we should search that. Archimede's Vault. We'll do that even though it's way above us. Descending to the there. Wait for Allah to explain further. That's fine. Return. Return the satchel. We'll do that. Enter Devil's Row via the Narrows. Find Berteno. I swear there was one about we should be selling off this Adra. This crate of Luminous Adra. Where is that quest? Oh man, trying to light it. No. Though she has a means of dispersing the rashes through the gullet. All right. Wait, actually. Skipping ahead. I've been promised a reward Pokahara again. Nope. Okay. All right, fine. You know what? Move on. We'll figure it out over time. He's upgraded since, I guess. What would you say is better, Wrath of the Righteous or Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire? I would probably say Wrath of the Righteous is better than Pillars of Eternity. I do feel like Pillars of Eternity, and it also, of course, depends upon what's most important to you, right? Pillars of Eternity has ship combat, which Wrath of the Righteous doesn't have. They have Crusade management, and I don't think the ship combat is all that great here either, but the Crusade management stuff is not only just mediocre, but it's also could be complicated as hell. And you got your own ship. You could basically be a pirate if you want to. You can't really be a pirate in Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity also has I'm sorry, you can't really be a pirate in Pathfinder. Pillars of Eternity also has a superior multi-classing system. Multi-classing in Wrath of the Righteous can actually be very complicated. There are a lot of classes whose mechanics are tied into how many levels in that class you actually have, which makes it very difficult to multi-class into other things or to figure out what you can safely multi-class into. Pillars of Eternity doesn't have those type of hangups. You can multi-class it to whatever you want and then just decide how you want to level up both classes, and the mechanics will just mesh together based on the type of character you're trying to create. So it's a much simpler, cleaner system when you're trying to combine multiple classes together. Wrath of the Righteous has a far greater selection of classes. When you reach those higher level tiers, you feel way more powerful than you ever do in Pillars of Eternity. The story is more epic in scope. Even though this is crazy epic, I feel like Wrath of the Righteous is even more epic actually in scope. So you really feel like crazy top level things are happening and you're the guy to fix them, and you've got the power to make it happen. So also, the party members are more well developed in Wrath of the Righteous. They've got longer character arcs. The romances are written better. They're more developed. Things of that nature. So it's kind of like what do you prefer? What's important to you? But overall, I like Wrath of the Righteous more than I like Pillars of Eternity. But the Pillars of Eternity series is definitely awesome. Started a Mindstalker play through Pillars of Eternity 2, and I realized there's a portrait that kind of looks like my boy Targaryen from House of the Dragon. That's awesome. Well, I really like the run. That's true. Wrath of the Righteous does throw a ton of combat at you. Whereas, if I remember correctly, Pillars of Eternity doesn't really have random encounters at all. So that's definitely a strike against the class. Where are these people? Here we go.
Where is my seal? Postinago, did you take it again?
Ooh, Damas makes a great point. Wrath of the Righteous, huge focus on making sure your entire party is properly buffed before fights, which especially late game can result in every time you enter a brand new area, you have to spend 5 minutes of your time making sure everybody is buffed properly before you could go anywhere. There's a mod you can install called Bubble Buff that will basically let you put on all the buffs you need at a click of a button, but it's still kind of weird, and it just doesn't feel good to have to take all that time in order to be able to do that. Whereas Pillars of Eternity doesn't even allow you to pre-buff. So it's fully expected. You go into fights and then you figure out during the fight how to deal with it, you know? And so I actually like that system better. So that's a great call out. Wrath isn't polished like Deadfire is. I mean, on the one hand, that's kind of too. I don't consider Wrath an unpolished game at this point. That was definitely true when it first came out and for an extended period of time afterwards. But at this point, I don't consider it an unpolished game. There are some bugs. There are some things that need to be cleaned up. But I think there are probably still some bugs in Pillars of Eternity. So I don't know. I don't think you can really compare that at this point now. There's literally a pirate adventure path they can make. Skull and Bones where you're a pirate. Yep, but they haven't done it yet. Steven, what's going on, man? How are you doing? I'm a Viking by heart, so I love sailing around in naval combat and Deadfire. It was pretty dramatic. I believe I had 1,000 naval kills. Ha ha ha! That's awesome. If we were talking about the Pillars series versus the Pathfinder games, Pillars is better. Wrath of the Righteous is probably the best game of either series. Yeah. Yeah, because I think if you compare Pillars of Eternity 1 to Kingmaker, I would probably put Pillars of Eternity 1 above that. So I think that's a fair statement. Random encounters annoys me so much more than almost anything else in RPGs. I 100% agree. I can't stand when I feel like a game wastes my time. And there's a lot of games that use random encounters to essentially waste your time. Rather Rights would be unplayable without Bubble Buff. Yep. Mega, what's going on, man? How are you? Moonlight, how are you? What's going on? She grabs Decknos by the arm and shakes him. He winces and ducks his head, making no move to escape her grip.
You will feel the bite of the cat's tail if you have lost it, boy.
Good help, really? Have you ever known abuse to engender loyalty, Timarina? Timarina, what's that? A Valiant term for a married woman. Who cares whether you're married or unmarried? Leave the kid alone.
Who would dare speak to me thus?
She looks you over once, furrows her brow, then rounds on Degnos, poking him in the chest with her index finger.
Is this Nazanali a friend of yours, Degnos?
Unmarried man? Oh, nosy person.
An acquaintance only, Casita. From the luminous bathhouse.
He carefully avoids your eyes and shrugs self-consciously.
First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well.
She stares at you hawk-eyed down her long nose and raises a brow, likely expecting you to quaver before her. Offer seal. Does this belong to you?
This is mine. From where did you get this?
She grabs the seal from your hands, then looks at you guardedly.
Mind your response. If you have robbed me, I will not hesitate to alert the authorities.
She narrows her eyes. Someone carelessly left it in the bathhouse.
And you thought it appropriate to help yourself to someone else's property.
She shakes her head and sneers.
I am sure you are expecting a reward as well.
She clicks her tongue at you.
I will not report you to the authorities. That is your reward. Do not say I am not a generous woman.
I did you a favor. I could have left it there with you none the wiser.
That is true.
She grimaces, as if acknowledging the truth of your statement causes her physical pain.
You have more to say, or may I return to my work? First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well.
Forget it.
A cozy Fentry. You have found the satchel?
You have some explaining to do.
It is not as you must think. Come, Blanca, hear me out.
His gaze slides off your face as if he is not able to meet your eyes. A light sweat dampens his brow, and he worries the hem of his tunic. What would Avetta make of your treachery? Your scheme is ended. Tau 4 is dead. He pales, glancing left or right with alarm.
If you will not support me, I understand. Your contempt is justified.
I'm not showing you contempt. I'm telling you that your partner in crime is out of here, bruh. Last Man Gaming, what's going on, man? How are you? You like the Pillar series better than the Pathfinder series? Pillars 2 is the better one. Oh, so between Pillars 1, Pillars 2, Kingmaker, Wrath of the Righteous, Moonlight, you feel like Pillars 2 is the best game? The Aliens, the one culture in Pillars of Eternity that seems to have gender roles based on what Palagina says. So if anyone would care about marital status, it's them. Ah, that's an interesting way to look at it. I hadn't considered that, but actually that does make sense. I appreciate you bringing that up because it was weirding me out. Why do they care whether or not I'm married?
But I beg you, please do not tell Avetta.
I won't report you to Avetta if you agree to end your scheming.
Nehala, yes, I will do as you ask, so long as you do not tell Avetta.
He claps his hands together and nods vigorously.
My word is my bond.
He taps his chest. All right. Whatever. Actually, what if I just walk in here? I swear he said that I was supposed to sell that freaking crate. Let's just see what happens if I just talk to her. Oh, you're excited about Skull and Bones? Nice. I actually love Black Flag, but I haven't looked at anything regarding Skull and Bones, so I can't really say that I'm excited about it. I'm just patiently waiting.
Ah, here you are again. What business bring good day?
Okay, I can't sell it to you. Now let me head out real quick and see what happens here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All of you come with me. I'm not by myself here. Saying, what's going on, man? You're not late. I actually started kind of early today. Oh, am I kidding? The wizard arrives precisely when he's meant to. Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. How are you?
Darn, I don't know what happened. I'm usually faster than that, I swear.
No one's that bad at Orland Slap. And I've played against some real sorry folk.
Maybe I'm just the sorriest of the lot.
Something tells me that ain't it.
All right. Evening. Wait, we're at pre-dawn? That's weird. Okay. Let's wait till evening and then see if there's somebody in there. I thought I was supposed to sell this to somebody, and I thought they were in here. The videos are awful. I don't understand why Pallegina is so loyal to them. Also, this lady is clearly abusive. I always help the kid. Pity the pirate is so determined to get himself killed. Yeah, if the pirate wasn't such a jerk off, I would be more willing to help, but that pirate, he asked for it.
What business? Good day.
Okay. Apparently, I'm just not supposed to sell to these people, so I'll let it go. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get to those things over there. So let's head out. I am having a great evening, Sam. Thank you. I have no complaints whatsoever. Just came back from my daughter had a school recital type of thing, so they did some singing, did some dancing, learned about Jesus and all that good stuff. I got no complaints whatsoever. Since it's dark, is he gone? No, he's still here. Oh, wait, I was able to... No, there's still a bunch of things I wasn't able to get. But yep, I'm not going to be able to get it even in the evening. Oh, well. Oh, wait. Is the problem that you have to fast forward to like midnight? Let's see. There we go. Let's go to midnight. Let's see what happens. Now, if I go in here, got a headache. Just pop some and leave and gonna ride it out. Yeah, I know that feeling. And nope, doesn't change anything here. Let's check and see if there's anything in the mill. Because I swear when it comes to evening time, those guys are not still walking around working. Most certainly the boss shouldn't still be there. You would think, at least. But if that doesn't work, screw it. Next up, we'll go... If she's still here. Everybody's still here, in fact.
Still as a pond.
But, actually...
Yeah? You were saying? Not a problem, Captain.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that isn't going to work. Okay. We'll go to the gullet, get Pallegina real quick, search for her mentor, hopefully gain some points with her, kick her off the team again, get the blue guy back, head to the Narrows, do a whole bunch of talking. If I remember correctly, there should be no fighting. It's just a bunch of talking to
Can I ask you something personal?
get that done.
Yeah. Do not hold back, my friend.
You sure? Sometimes I ask things that get people riled up without meaning to.
Well, if it riles me up, then I say you have my undivided attention.
All right. Is there any kind of ocean critter I shouldn't be eating in front of you?
Wow. Robert, there's supposed to be a storm coming over this way. Yes, it does affect me, but lived in Chicago all my life. A snowstorm that snows everybody in, it disrupts everything, is not really out of the norm. So I think we deal with snowstorms the way Florida deals with hurricanes. It's just a fact of life. So I'm not worried at all. We're not like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Like, nah, we're good. Whatever. What will be, will be. If I got sweaters here, I got coats here. If the power goes out and we don't get no heat, I'll just buckle up and it'll be fine. Nakata's poor districts house more than more dark than light. The streets and alleys, the only housing many want to know. As you pass by one of these alleys, a voice calls out. You turn to see a hand fold out from the darkness. The pale palm balances a figurine, more silhouette than statue in the dim light. And when you try to get a clearer look, the fingers fold back up. Magic, the voice says. It summons beasts to hurry your enemies. Will save you in a pinch, and the city is dangerous to this. Surely your life's worth a few silver. Torch light glints from the man's teeth. You want, you follow. The figure withdraws into the darkness, into the tunnels. Within the alley, a torch ignites, revealing a tunnel entrance. You pass through the archway. On the other side, a group of principi hold torches and blades. Bodies stuff the corners, eyes dry in the flickering flames, some with their hands bound, others face down in the grime. The veil is off. I don't understand what Paladin is so determined to get. Oh, yeah, I answered that. Man, I live for Ed. Ed is fantastic. He's hilarious. I'm in Minnesota. We're getting it now. Yep. I'm sure it's passing through there and it's on its way. Stay safe, man. Stay safe. I'm in Oklahoma. We're going to get cold and a very light dusting. Yep, that's the way it usually works. We get the brunt of it, and y'all get some little remnants. Let's talk about this. We don't need this to come to blows. Whoa. I don't get diplomacy. Oh, watcher only. Hand over that figurine now. Sure. Failure. The Principe leader stares at you blankly before taking a step back. His crew glances around, a few reaching for their weapons. The pirate smirks. Nah, I think not. He raises his weapon. All right, I guess we are fighting. I guess it wouldn't be a true Obsidian game if the Valiants were likable. All the factions have at least one aspect that makes it hard to fully support them. I really respect them for it. I do too. I think it makes the game much more interesting. All right, here we go now. And I'm getting destroyed. Excellent. Uh-oh. Eder is trying to attack somebody and it's not working well. What is going on? I should have manually done this. Eder. He's all the way over there when he should be over here, really. Okay, where are you? Both of my tanks are over that side. You over here. Okay. Where is? Oh, you can't shift it to a shark right now. Okay, that's fine. Right, so they got the tank over here. Yeah, there we go. My spacing was terrible here. Terrible. That's fine, though. Okay. Chance is the only one left, right? Okay, I'll do him. You do that. What you got? Yeah, take care of him. Let's get a wounding shot on him. What you got over here? Yeah, do that. Here. Woo, there we go. Lovely. All right.
No need to ask twice.
And did they give me the little figurine that he supposedly had? Hey, we did get it. Ooh, and it's a Gravehound. Ed is going to love that. Anything pick up? Anything pick up? No? Okay, fine. Let's go. So we were going to the gully. Okay, cool. That's good to hear. I'm in California, so I don't worry about any of that. But the news coming from that area seems dramatic. Didn't know how serious it was. I'm pretty sure it is serious, but it's just we're used to serious. Like we get very, very serious snowstorms here. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. So just like again with hurricanes in Florida, like it's serious. People end up having to leave their homes and all that kind of stuff, and deal with the ramifications. But it's life. It's life. So whatever will be, will be. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. James, I have absolutely played Tyranny. We will absolutely be doing a completely evil, despicable Tyranny playthrough on the channel. I'm hoping I'll have time to get into that next year. I don't know. Of course, there's a lot of good games that are coming out next year, and I plan to stream some of them. And I need to stream a couple of games in preparation for games that are coming out. Like I definitely need to go through Baldur's Gate 2 before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. And honestly, I've decided I want to play DOS 2 before Baldur's Gate 2 comes out to compare them and see if we really feel like, there's a lack of creativity there, or if it's overblown and actually it's completely different. I think that'll be a much more interesting conversation.
If you have a moment, I'd like to tell you something.
If the memory of DOS 2 is recent in your mind.
I appreciate that you have been helping me. Helping the Republic.
Is this the reaction for helping those two families? Okay, so it was just delayed, because I was like, man, I didn't get anything from her.
I know that you have an important purpose in the Deadfire, and that purpose is not the same as ours. Still, I hope you can see the potential the Republics have to do good here.
I do. The Republics are doing good work here.
Agrasima, Kores.
She smiles broadly and nods to you. All right. Thank you. Respect my gangster. All right. You. Oh, no. Where's the fire thingamajig? Oh, here it goes. This is better on you. What in the hell? Oh, put it in our personal inventory. That's not what I wanted. No. Oh, she's got a two-handed weapon. Damn, I could have given that sword to you. Now that I think about it. Oh, well, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Where is that? Oh, here it goes. Bam. Okay, she's good. And I think this is different from the armor that she had in the first Pillars of Eternity. That's weird that they gave her different armor, but they left Eder the same. Okay. But boom, boom. All right, cool. Now, let's go upstairs. I think it's this way. Yes, it is. Boom, boom. So, we're going to check her mentor's room, see what's going on there, get that quest updated, and then we'll trade her right back and go into the Narrows. Is it this where it is? Or, oh, no. Of course, this is the Animacy room.
Oh no. This does not look good.
Sure doesn't. Palagina surveys the damage to the room, eyes wide.
Why would someone do this to Giaccolo's work? I thought Animancers was safe here in the Deadfire, even in a place this vile. Someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened.
Of course. We'll find Giaccolo. Don't worry.
I hope so. Agrasima.
Momo. Eder's 100% if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of guy. Yes! A plumber with a sword, basically. On the save you imported, did you finish Palagina's quest? Depending on the outcome, her subclass changes. Oh, that's interesting. I did finish her quest, but I finished it in a way that her superiors did not like, and I did not choose Galloway's ending, so they were really pissed with her and kicked her out. Don't forget the possible Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline playthrough. If Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline 2 actually materializes, possible Shadowrun if it is a studio most of us are thinking of. If if Vampire the Masquerade is being done by the Shadowrun Studios, I will do a run through of the Shadowrun games. Probably would not do a run through of Vampire the Masquerade. Maybe I would do it, but that game was super tough. Like that game was really, really hard, and it was really annoying in some parts. So I don't know if I would do that live streaming. If it did, that might be one of them games where I turn it down easy and just blow through it. I'm good with hard games when they're current. When they're current and they've got that log and I can clearly understand what's going on and then be able to react to it. But on those way older games, when it's not a game that I really grew up with, so I'm just kind of figuring out with everybody else, it's real bothersome for me trying to figure out the systems and figure out, okay, why am I getting my ass kicked? That's why I'm going to turn Baldur's Gate 2 down to easy, because I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. I just want the story, bro. I'm not interested in the combat. Whereas games like Wasteland 3, Baldur's Gate 3, when it comes out, games like that, I'll turn up the pressure because I feel like I have the tools to really be able to react to what's going on. Exactly. That hotel you have to go through towards the end with all of the Sabbat in it, get the fuck out of here. There's no way I'm doing that again. Ever. Ever. What happened to Giacomo? His room is a mess.
Can't say I know a Giacomo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, a bunch of pirates burst in here and dragged him right out.
I'm going to be going hard on Warhammer content next year. Absolutely. I think that Henry Cavill TV series is going to be fantastic. It'll be a real boon to the overall property, and I think it's the perfect time to be getting involved with Warhammer. I hope that Owlcat is able to release their game at least somewhat around the same time the show is supposed to come out, if it's coming out next year, because, man, I feel like that's going to be the kind of wave that just lifts all the boats. So I'm with it. I'm absolutely going to make sure I'm in a position to be able to ride that wave. I'm not too knowledgeable about Warhammer's story, but I'm all for a good TV series that nails it. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You keep following my content, you'll be plenty knowledgeable about Warhammer by the time both the show and the video game comes out. I plan to do Warhammer lore videos, giving everybody up to speed on what Warhammer is and all that good stuff. Yeah. I'm all about it.
Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was godlike.
What's so great about Siathis Kane?
No doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole
Damn
way.
it!
Poor guy.
I forgot I need to buy
What you need? Sure. Let me know.
I need the roping thing. Oh, you know what? That's probably, he didn't have it. The ship guy didn't have that. But I bet you they do in in the Narrows. They do. Okay, I'll find it.
Watcher, you only have to ask.
What? You don't have anything to say about the fact that a bunch of godlike took away your mentor? Let me walk out in case there's a convo she has and I'm just missing it. It seems odd that that's not the type of thing she would speak on. That's absolutely something she should speak on. A bunch of your homeboys just pulled your mentor out. Oh, wow. She's a woman of few words anyway, whatever. Easily my favorite 40K book. Why? There's a series, Texas Speak Emperor, that gives crash courses into Warhammer lore. Really?
Need something?
It's also very funny. That's awesome. Oh, and I didn't mean to ask that. Party member, dismiss you. Take you back, accept. And let's rest. Ooh. Adrift in dreams. Shodi lies curled on her side, sweating, muscles quivering. She whimpers low in her throat. Wake her. Shodi groans, slow to rouse. At first, she curls tighter in on herself, but then the tension eases from her muscles as she sits. Confused, her eyes study your face.
Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was not pretty.
She worries her bottom lip with her teeth.
Never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake.
Didn't the cleansing work?
It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered, it soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none.
Wow. Maybe the desire would ebb if you killed someone close to us. Crazy. You're losing your light to the darkness. Rekindle it by helping the living. She sucks in a deep breath.
You sound like my high priestess Samhain. She never shuts up about the living, when she ought to worry more about the dead. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gaun's will. And the less I get a wink of sleep.
Your nightmares are getting worse?
Night or day, sleep or waking. It's getting harder to tell what's real from what's just yet to come. There is something I'm meant to do, though. Once I gather enough souls. Us Gaunites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows? Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose.
She turns her face away, bottom lip trembling. Slowly, her fingers reach for the hem of your shirt. She rubs the pads of her fingers over it, holding to you in the lightest of touches.
Will you help me, Watcher?
Yes.
I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods.
We'll find an Adra vein and release your burden. It's the best way to ensure the souls reach the beyond.
It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous for sure.
She nods, clearly devising a plan of action.
That's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper reseeding? This is a huge risk of Aora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy? Gone aside, the god's past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence.
What else would you propose?
Normally, I'd simply safekeep him until the god of rebirth could return to hell.
What if we gave the souls to the Animancers? They've made gains in reproducing the cycle of rebirth.
Put my flock into the hands of experimenters? How can we trust they'd be successful? Or hell, even to be well-meaning in their intent? Just the thought's making my shoulders twitch. You sure about this?
You harvest the souls, the Animancers replant them. It's a new cycle, one that'll work.
You're right. What if there's no one left to release the souls from the lantern after the darkness has come and Aora's recovered? The gods will survive, but Kithkind may not.
She sighs, rubbing tiredly at the spot between her eyes.
Guess that settles it then. Find me an Animancer, and we'll try it.
She nods once before turning away. I don't remember if that's what I'm supposed to do. If I'm supposed to take her to the Animancers, that seems like something I would do if I was siding with the Valiants. I wonder if I'm supposed to just take her to a Adra vein. But that could be a while. And I don't remember what's the time frame of when it becomes too late, and it might be an issue that she has so many souls. Something to think about. CFOS Kane is about an Imperial commissar who has a reputation as being this big shot hero, but he's actually a coward who lucks his way through every situation. He does stuff like tries to sneak away from the battle, but in doing so, runs headlong into an enemy flanking force and gets a bunch of acclaim for saving everyone. The real secret is that he is actually a good man and way more competent and heroic than he gives himself credit for. He is the physical manifestation of imposter syndrome, and I'm here for it. That actually sounds really cool. Okay. Yeah, that would be an excellent story for Henry Cavill. That's something he could definitely pull off. You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. The long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes at this distance. The chatter and bustle of the gullet continues behind you. Go right. You trudge along the darkened passage and reach an intersection. The tunnel branches off to the right. You hear the distant murmur of voices down the darkened path, but see no one. Go right. tunnel branches to the left. The floor around the entrance is spattered with something as thick as tar. It looks like Sveth. Go left. A handful of guards emerge and block your way, crossing their thick arms over their chest. One of them spits a viscous black gob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug between his teeth. Better head back, friend. It's invitation only past here. Guerrero sent a messenger for me. His guard nods and lets you pass, chomping loudly on a mouthful of Sveth. That sound is utterly repugnant. At the end of the passage is a stately door crafted of polished mahogany. Through the small slit in the door, you catch flashes of fire-cast shadows and bright textiles. The scent of sandalwood and cinnamon oil come to you in a warm draft. Whatever's beyond the door is likely far more elegant than anything else you've seen near the gullet. Enter the hideout. Don't keep the boss waiting. Don't tell me what to do. That's available.
This open in no time. I know just it's done.
Hey, all right.
You were saying? Ishi. Quiet time.
And okay, she can loot some things, it looks like.
Can do.
It's not gonna let us loot anything else here, I could tell. I mean, we could try. Boop, boop. All right, yeah, fine. Nah. That's just money anyway. That's just money. Okay, yeah, so no, it's all good. Now what? A thin, ooh, look at his face, rough. A thin, long-limbed man holds a handkerchief in one hand and a threaded needle in the other. You're knitting? You're knitting, bro? As you approach, he sets his handiwork aside and you see an elaborate gold work pattern embroidered around the edge, the same pattern that adorns his brilliant tunic. You also notice a string bulk beneath the thin fabric of his trouser legs that runs from hip to ankle. Ooh.
The hero of the Reparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
He leans forward with a squeak of leather and a rattle of metal. You see something protruding above his boots, the bottom of a leg brace.
Well, ain't you sitting fat and happy in your home while just outside people are starving? He may look like a prince, but he smells like a pirate.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there.
He dips his head in a mock bow. Then he turns back to you.
Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensburg.
His mouth twitches in a smile. Damas, you don't steal everything that's not nailed down? Shit, man, you're missing out on a whole lot of money.
But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner.
Thank you for... If I'd known you had such a fancy place, I would have invited myself. He shakes with laughter, rattling his braces.
I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Guerrero bears his perfect, even teeth in a smile.
I'll be real honest, Watcher. I don't think this guy's gonna be a very kind friend to us.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a watcher like you.
Luke Goblin and proud of it, Boss Page. Absolutely. Every time I walk into a room, I'm highlighting everything. Like, what can I pick up from here? What can I take that you won't miss? Absolutely. Actually, it was one of the fun things about playing Baldur's Gate. Looting places without people seeing it and making sure I don't attract the attention of the Flaming Fist. Fantastic.
There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takana.
Stealing isn't nice, but looting is okay. That's awesome. What's going on, Lord of Beasts? How are you? If RPGs taught me anything, it's that I was a klepto in my past life. Absolutely. He flutters his slender hands in a way that resembles a bird taking flight. Streetwise, most people of your standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace.
He pauses, tinting his fingers.
The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Wataru hosts.
Absolutely, Boss Page. When you're able to loot that difficult item that is hard to get around a person, it's an extremely good feeling. Lord of Beast, are you doing the final part of Nanio's quest where you're going through that huge maze? If so, there's a guide for it on my channel. And it's not only a video guide, but it's also a written guide in case you just want to follow the written directions. So if that's the part of the game you're at, you might find that to be useful to you. You got to loot. That's feeling it high ever. Absolutely. I think I used to do that, but eventually too much Oblivion and Skyrim taught me people don't keep anything valuable in the closet. See, that is a good point. Like in a game like Skyrim, looting everything not nailed down adds so much time to your gameplay time. Whereas in a game like this, it's actually really to your advantage to do that because gold is plentiful, but it doesn't feel endless. Whereas in Skyrim, gold is really endless, so you don't need to loot all those worthless items.
When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
Lord of Beast, if you really want to get around it, there's a mod called Toy Box that you can use to drop those things that you use to create all the lights and connecting things. You could just drop like a ton of those into the inventory and then skip to the last part of my guide where I tell you what to do for the middle room. And if you just do that part, then you can just get through it and move on. It takes a quest that, with my guide, I feel like the quest takes an hour and a half, and instead it makes it 20 minutes. Up to you. What is the Cornet of Waves?
It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts.
One hand plays with the elaborate decoration on his sleeve.
Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself.
Look no further, silly man. I speak with Ngati's tongue.
And are you willing to sit upon my shelf for my entertainment?
His eyes crawl over to Takeu, and he smirks. Then he returns his attention to you.
I do not believe in these superstitions, of course.
He frowns. Perception. You see the tension in the way he pinches the fabric of his sleeve. He wants this artifact badly. Insight. You don't mean valuable in the monetary sense. He coughs it to his hand to hide his fluster.
I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
I need to ask about another matter.
What do you require?
I need to speak with Mad Marina.
Patience. First, you must bring me the cornet of waves.
What happened to your legs?
A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle.
He smiles cryptically.
Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws, only to spit you out onto some new shore.
The Principe seems divided. Which side are you on?
Why must we speak of sides? Like squabbling merchants from the republics.
Looking at everything in Skyrim is a result of my OCD. I need to have everything. Oblivion teaches you to look behind everything for possible good loot. Yeah, it's hard to resist. Part of the reason many players don't use her quest sucks. I learned pretty quickly, it's my first Deadfire playthrough, that gold is pretty endless once you get high enough level to start attacking the slaver ships. Ooh, that's interesting. Man, I feel like picking pockets of video original sin 2 takes forever. You can get rich fast if you do it to every NPC, but it's very time consuming. Pickpocketing is something I never do. Unless a quest requires it, I never bother with pickpocketing. I loot, I do not pickpocket. Good NPC, bad quest. Here, just being a whip. Want to do it at least once normally before using mods. Yeah, that's the same thing I did. I'm right there with you, Lord of Beasts. But honestly, that's part of the reason I made a guide for it, because when I went through it, I was like, yep, players definitely are going to want a guide for this. It was a great companion, but I also going for secret ending and the storyteller stuff, so it's something I'm sort of have to do. I want 7 crystals. Yep. Unless you're a trickster or a demon, you got to. I do the beast, but I do it without her. I hope they mend her quest. I doubt it. I think they're, for whatever reason, they're comfortable with the way it is.
Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage.
His long fingers stray to a shining silhouette. Listen.
But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Inventive or not, their ships will end up in Andra's clutches.
For such a serious people, you Rawatayans have most colorful imaginations.
Dario turns back to you. Farewell. Okay, that quest that he referenced, I think you're supposed to be at least level 7 to do it. I looks like I just turned level 8. Okay, so that's the last thing I'll do in this place. All right. Explore the Narrows. Go right. Go left, dead end, right? No. Go left. And the last well, sound of 100 of Reparo. Oh, okay, the gullet. Turn around. So go right. And then go forward. On your left, it is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. The path that continues ahead. Inspect the merchant stall. Laid out are various trinkets made from junk necklaces strung with fish bones and shoe buckles, and bracelets made with shards of broken glass. But the curtain sways and flaps as if stirred by a draft. You twitch it aside and discover a secret passageway. On your left is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. The path continues ahead. Go through the curtain behind the merchant stall. You check the tunnel one more time to make sure no one is watching. Then you slip behind the curtain into another passageway. You're walking along when several hooded figures materialize out of the darkness. Not so fast. You got to pay a toll if you want to visit Delver's Row. Diplomacy. Good folk. Open markets are vital to a healthy economy. Would you turn away a paying customer? They look at each other and shrug. Deception. Think that, or is that bluff? Bluff. Lie. Last time I came through, there was a man with a scar. I paid him. They shrug and stand aside. You continue on, and rough stone changes to smooth cobbles under your feet. Wan lamplight shivers ahead, as yellow and tremulous as fear itself. Before you is a narrow cavern that rides with shadows and echoes with the music of jingling coins. Enter Delver's Row. I don't think I remember Devil's Row. What's this? I actually can't stand Nenio at all. As soon as Woljif gets high enough level to cast haste, Nenio never joins the party. Oh, I remember Devil's Row now. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. Nenio never joins the party again. That's terrible. Nenio has the funniest line in the entire game. When you meet Baphomet for the first time, what she says to him is absolutely incredible. Incredible. Like, I laugh out loud every single time I hear that. Damn. before then, I used to just do without instead of bringing her. Nah, the Nanio hate confuses me. Nanio's awesome. Hey, that was a grappling hook. I think we just got a grappling hook. Awesome. So we already got one thing we needed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Skyrim mods that are fun are the ones that add property like mines, farmers, and other property that can generate money. Also great role-playing opportunities in it. I did 2 level 80 playthroughs of Skyrim. Never played with the mods whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Highway, what's going on, man? Pillars of Eternity 2 is going fantastic. Hope you're doing well. I'm not doing no future playthroughs. My demon playthrough, I'm doing everything. Nanio is the queen of shade. Yeah. If you're doing Demon, you don't have to do Nanio's quest for the secret ending, just so you know. Because Demon gets that mythic quest where you fight that demon lord that only Demon and Trickster fights. So you could get a quest from that fight and be fine. It's up to you, though. An Orlan woman stands over a table laden with herbs and spices. She mixes them without looking at her work, pausing now and then to raise a sprig or file to her nose. You realize she is blind.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite.
Is the game super dark? Here, hold on. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Was it dark before? Here, 1 second. No. There you go. Better?
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you.
Any idea where I could sell an expensive medallion?
Arnetzo deals in such things. His shop is further down, next to the lift.
I'm looking for medicine to cure drowner's lungs.
Then you'd best ask elsewhere.
She leans close and lowers her voice.
But careful. If the Mataru overseer hears there's a sickness, might be he has more questions for you.
She raises her brows over sightless eyes. What do you sell?
Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms.
Only for when you arrived in Delver's Row. Interesting. So it wasn't like that before. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. I need supplies.
I have plenty. Though, if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
Looks good now. Okay. All right, cool. As long as it's good now. There's a thing that when you do the crystal reach, it says something about 7 crystals. I want to see if I could do it. Also really want to get the blank page, and I like Nanio's story. Okay, cool. Go ahead and finish it then. Just want to let you know your options. That's all. Do I have 10 of the hammer and chisel. I have 5 of the tinder and flint. I've only got 2 pry bars. We'll take some pry bars, and you know, while we're at it, we'll sell you some things that we have no interest in. Actually, what kind of saber does he have? Does Eder have? What in the hell? Here. Yeah, he's got a regular saber, so we can switch that out. We'll keep that. And that's it. Pretty straight. Really good game. Looking forward to the new content. Awesome. Yeah. I've really enjoyed my time with Pillars of Eternity. I felt like it was a really, really fantastic game.
Captain?
Very, 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 very impressed with it. Several paintings look identical down to the signatures copied in the corners.
Quiet
A
time.
forger. Come on. All right.
Ishi. Quiet time.
I probably can't get to that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the old 1-2. Oh, she's got good sneak. Yeah, I'm a fan. Light that in you, girl.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind? I got what you need.
Let me see what you have. Alicto, what's going on? Glad you're able to make the stream. How are you? I'll pop in and say hi. I appreciate it. And nothing important here. It's interesting. I love Darren, but can't stand Nanio. I know other people are just the opposite. I'm kind of neutral on Darren. It's not that I can't stand him, but he doesn't do it for me the way I guess he does it for some other people. Furtive whispers and footsteps rise from the lower streets. Let's go ahead and do a save here. Rust. A figure in the shadows looks up at your approach, pursing his lips together in a crooked line.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row.
The name is Slandered.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. Rats round here been whispering about you.
Put my 2 cents on most of the Wrath of the Righteous rankings. Paladins, oracles, and sorcerers are my thing, and they carry me hard on any run. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been fun going through the prestige classes now. I think a lot of people, they just automatically ignore the prestige classes. And so I can see that my prestige class videos are doing better than their base classes, because I think a lot of people, they've already made their decision about which base classes they like, regardless of the rankings. Whereas when it comes to prestige classes, they're a little unsure. So I think they appreciate having the breakdown of going through the information. I'm looking forward to the feedback that I get on the remaining ones. I think, what is it, Hell Knight? Hell Knight and Hell Knight Signifier, they come out tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. The whole process of creating that series has been really cool, because, I mean, not only do I get the opportunity to go into these classes, break them down, but then, of course, people comment and provide their perspectives and the way that they use the classes, and it kind of opens up my eyes to different ways to implement them that a lot of times I hadn't thought about before. So it's all been really, really cool. Glad you've been enjoying the series.
I'm guessing you're looking to buy some art, yeah?
Make sure that you be nice to Lore Master. I think it's the best, mainly because of how utility it can be. I think Lore Master is fantastic, and I definitely gave it a rating that demonstrates that. I really, really like that class. Dare's Romance is one of my top romances in any game, and I'm not even into guys normally. Yeah, I think I did one playthrough with his romance, but I think I did it very, very early in the series, so I don't remember it well enough to compare it to the other options. He lightly traces a finger across the hilt of an emerald-encrusted stiletto, hidden within the folds of a dark, leathered tunic. His narrowed eyes seem to dance in the magical light as the gemstone pulses with a caustic glow. The right half of his mouth ascends menacingly as he dips his head and peers at you from underneath his brow. Insight, you're an assassin. Your answer with a thin-lipped scowl as your words echo throughout the alley. What sort of payment would you be interested in joining my crew?
Sorry, Bilger. I work alone.
What sort of payment do you require for your services?
Depends on the craftsmanship required. We don't know each other, so let's keep our dealings within the gullet, yeah?
If Darren was gender flipped, it would probably be our number one. Nice. Also, Wildland Shaman is supremely fun. Yep. Definitely made me look at that class differently once I actually broke it down and looked at what you get for it. I don't care much for most of the companions. I think Camellia is the best, but I'm a psycho, so something about her running into a fight, yelling the world in crimson makes me laugh. I think that is hilarious. Like, honestly, real talk, out of all the companions, you know, every companion, when you go into these RPGs, they say the same thing over and over again. Like Carlo Nancy, or who is it now? The guy at Mass Effect. Enemies everywhere, you know, but I never get tired of her saying the world in crimson. That is fantastic. With a furrowed brow, he glares at you but says nothing. Farewell. I don't need anything from him just yet. The alley narrows to a dead end. The class video also illustrates how much work went into making the game. Pretty impressive that Wrath of the Righteous gives you so many options, even if some are better than the others. I absolutely agree. The variety of class options is definitely a huge boom when it comes to Wrath of the Righteous. Really, really good stuff. Mm-hmm. Give me that. Give me that.
I'll have this open in no.
I'll take care of that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
This opening, I've done it.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Oh, and I got Drowner's Lung. Nice. Woo. Excellent. Okay. Oh, so I didn't even have to buy it. I thought I had to buy it for some reason, but nope. Bam. And Eder. You can take this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Woo. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. All right.
I can be quiet if you can.
What is this?
You were saying? You were saying?
Messed it up.
Quiet time.
Camellia, Greyboy and Emmer gives some pretty good party dialogues. Camellia being a psycho in party dialogue is also hilarious. Yeah. Hey, I'm a fan. Man, I'm so sick and tired of enemies everywhere. Dude, he said that just like relentlessly. It was hilariously bad. Hilariously bad. I seem to remember they had a joke about it if you actually have him in Mass Effect 3. But I only had one playthrough where I allowed him to live because I hated that character. So I don't even remember it well. I tried to do Camelia's story, but I'm at the Act 4 brothel bit and already want to tap out. Her combat lines are so good. I love her getting dunked on by all the other party members in Camp Banner. Camelia's like Durant's. I don't like her, but I love having her around. That's a great way to describe her. You would think eventually people learn that when they mess with the PC and his team, things will go badly for them. Nope, they never do. They never do. Camelia's a beast once she hits 16 with the pet. With the pet? How do you give what are you doing to give Camellia a pet? The grizzled old Omamuan woman looks like she's been left in the sun to dry. Her skin is so worn and weathered, it's hard to tell her wrinkles from her scars.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
Oh, you give her the animal spirit with the pet that... I'd never bother with that. Wait to get your level 16 to get a pet? Psst. I get pets with my other party members. I just go ahead and continue with spirit, regular old battle spirit for her. I'm like, level 16? Who's that helping? The old woman gives you a grin that multiplies the wrinkles in her face. What happened to that godlike in the alley?
Some sort of scuffle between a lone fellow and a pack of godlike pirates. The lone man didn't look like much of a fighter, but he proved old Umani wrong.
She nods towards the body and cackles.
The pirates were taking him toward the lift, to the Undercroft. They must have spoken with the guard there. Perhaps he could say more.
She points across the alley. Show me what you've got.
Old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. Never will you find a better selection.
She said the hands and throats. Damn. All right. Reliability. We got one of those. What's this? Grants immortal will. Wears immune to interrupts while they carry one or more injuries. Stop it. Undying burden. +1 athletics. Second wind. Incoming weapon damage is reduced as health is lost. Max -10% damage reduction and +2 constitution. This sounds like the kind of thing Edda would love. And yeah, he doesn't have a better belt on right now. All right, so definitely something I want to pick up, but not necessarily right now. Let's continue on. I hate that old girl isn't here, but we're going to go with it. The body of this moon godlike woman is contorted in a death spasm. Her mouth is open, milky eyes staring, frozen in shock. Dressed in principe leathers, she appears to have been a pirate. A small, intricate bronze and Audra device lies next to her hand, cracked and blackened. Her soul lingers close by. Even without reaching out to it, you can sense her confusion. Read her soul. The captain said to bring him, so you're bringing him. The old man hardly seems like a threat, but you trust the captain's judgment. The answer didn't want to go, put up as much of a fight as he could. Naldra said to give him a whack, so you gave him a whack. That shut him up, but carrying the old sack of bones is tiring. Just need to get him on the ship and you can get some rest. You're in Delver's Row, passing through the market when he starts to come to. He's not strong enough to break free. Still, you don't think a wiry old animancer could squirm so much. Perk a plain set. The other term meaning literally for mercy or for little mercy or come on now. Isn't that the same thing? Oh, maybe they just misspelled it. He yells out to no one in particular. It's Delver's Row, so no one particularly cares. Ahead of you, Nard is calling out for the old man to shut up. You have time enough to plead for mercy from Captain Tatzato when we get to Dunwich. The deaf godlike's twin sister nods to you. You get the message. It's time for the animator to go back to sleep. You remove a hand from the old man to grab your club. He's weak, but the squirming is irritating. Wait, what's that odd little thing in his hand? I'll take that if you don't mind, and especially if you do. You laugh to yourself as you reach for it. The old man starts to stammer. No, There's a flash and a powerful stench like brimstone, and a sharp pain, sharp but quickly gone. No matter. Nada and Nadra have already knocked the old man out. You move to help carry him, but can't seem to get your arms up. The twins are looking at something on the ground. You've always hated how you can't see their eyes. Captain says not to judge them. After all, would you want to be judged for how you look? Certainly not, Captain. Good point as always, Captain. You follow where their heads are pointing. That's you on the ground. Mouth open, eyes open. That weird little device smoldering next to your hand. That can't be right, though. You're here. The twins turn to go. They motion to the others to hurry along. You'll catch up. You just need to figure out how to move your arms. Pick them up, Shody. Rough. Enjoy the stream, Slandered. Got to get some stuff from the shops before they sell out tomorrow. No problem, Demas. Have a good one. Take care, man.
Delver's Row has plenty to offer, but it's that way.
He extends a well-manicured finger to point over your shoulder. His other hand rests on the hilt of his weapon.
What are you doing up here?
He hisses at Takehu, looking him over.
Akira, to survey the local established...
Takehu thinks better of saying anything and closes his mouth.
Well, get downstairs before anyone sees you.
He tips his head and moves to step out of Takehu's way. Passing you an uncertain glance, Takehu takes a hesitant step forward. What about me?
What about you?
He looks you up and down, then turns his attention back to Takehu.
Hold a moment. I'd remember that face.
He squints at Takehu, nodding slowly.
You do not have a tongue for compliments, I say.
You don't belong down here.
He taps his long nails against the hilt of his weapon. You are about to let him go downstairs. Why? He grimaces at you both, his hand closing around his weapon.
Explain your business or turn around. I've had enough games for one day.
What's with the dead godlike back there?
Captain Tatsaddle sent his godlikes to fetch a prisoner. Seems the fellow gave them more trouble than they expected.
He smirks. Gotta ask, have you tried out Baldur's Gate 2, the 90s games? Baldur's Gate 2 has some of the best role-playing characters I've ever played with. Definitely recommend it to you. I played them, but I played them a long, long time ago before I had a channel. So I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 1 on my own and review it for the channel. We will be streaming Baldur's Gate 2 next year before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. I want to play Divinity Original Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate 2 before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out.
They finally got him aboard the Divine Barge, though. Probably halfway to dunnage by now.
Okay, Madi. Palagina cuts herself short and pulls you aside. Madicho, Giacomo abducted by godlike pirates? But why? He's always done his best to help my kind. Watcher, I have asked much of you already, but if you could find time to go to Dunnage to find this captain, it would mean a great deal to me. It did not sound as though he was in imminent danger, but I fear what they will do to him. Interesting. Hi, Threed, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hi, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to attend. I got signed out of my Google account and my phone broke. Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope everything is squared away now. Everything is fixed now, thankfully. That's awesome. Still, Garok gets some pretty unique interactions with Wody. Nice. That's awesome, man. Seems like Adamanters aren't safe anywhere. They are in the Republics. Even when Giacomo wasn't in someone's good graces, he was never in danger. Something strange is going on here. Perhaps it has something to do with his research. I'm sure we'll find out when we find Captain Tatsuto. Swinging her lantern softly, Shodi lures the souls into the depths. There we go. That's what I was looking for her to do. So, will he not let me pass?
Get him!
It starts a fight. Okay. Awesome. BG2 made casters feel like gods. I missed that so much in Pathfinder. Interesting. I never played like a full caster in Baldur's Gate 2.
But it's that way. You think I'm standing here so I can tell you about it? Come on, go.
How do I get permission to pass?
That's up to Dario.
Okay, leave. All right. So in order to do Takehu's quest, I have to go ahead and finish, what's his name? All right.
You are looking for something, Emiko? Perhaps I have it.
Yeah, I got ran over. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that, man. No huge damage was done to me. That's good, but plenty of damage was done to my phone. Okay. Damn, I'm glad you're okay, though. That's what's most important. And it sounds like you've got a new phone now, so that's good to hear, man.
Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises.
The man chuckles. He peers at you through half-moon spectacles. His face is hidden behind a thick but well-groomed beard, and his eyes constantly dart between you and the doorway.
Ah, but you are the one the Roparos speak of. They are most fond of you, but not so discreet.
He waggles a finger. He turns to Takehu.
Ah, another young water mage. Come, see Ernezzo's wares. You must spend that extra coin on something.
He winks.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Così, it seems not. The mistake is mine.
His grin recedes into his beard. He turns back to you.
But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know.
Oh, this freaking place. Back when I was playing a Bleak Walker, trying to do the mission for the palace, got me into heaps of trouble. Hopefully it'll go smoother for me. We'll see.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
He leans in. Show the medallion. Actually, I was wondering if you were interested in buying. I don't remember this medallion. What am I trying to sell?
A moment.
He raises a lens to his eye and appraises the medallion, turning it to inspect its edge.
This is a rare treasure, one for which certain people would pay a small fortune. I must ask, how did you come by this?
He lowers the lens and frowns at you. The better question is how illegal goods fell into the wrong hands.
Indeed. I wonder this myself. A hull is only as secure as its planks.
He folds his hands and looks at you over the tops of his spectacles.
Which is why I'm most eager to know how you acquired it.
Intimidation. I'm the one asking questions.
Diverus?
He looks at his guards.
I would prefer not to cause a scene.
I don't want to say that. Lie. I saw a beggar trying to pawn it for Seth, and I promptly relieved him of it.
Then you have quick eyes and quick hands. But who might want this old thing?
He turns the medallion in his hands, frowning at you in thought.
You might speak with Dereo the Lean. He would be interested to know that such goods are drifting.
He smiles amicably. I've met Derero already.
Good. Tell him that I will keep this safe for him.
Oh, no.
Was there any...
We're definitely not doing that. He's not taking it from me. What in the hell? Oh, no. Because of Bleak Walker. Bleak Walkers break things. Contingency and Simulacrum are insane in BG2. Contingency is a buff spell that fires a list of spells if a condition happens, such as you taking damage or you getting crowd control. I remember that system, but since I wasn't a full mage, I wasn't really able to take advantage of it.
There is something I can get for you?
I need supplies.
Of course. Only do not tell anyone where you got them.
Simulacrum creates a half version of yourself as a pet, similar to Swarm that walks kind of, but it's just a summon. Yep, now that I do remember. Garari Harass. I'll take a Spark Cracker. I never know when I need another one of those. I don't think I need any lockpicks. What is this? Oh, this is Light Armor. Legendary. 10% of hits converted to grazes. What, Okay, no, I'm sticking with 0 recovery time armor, but she might like it. Enchant. Ooh. Unique with a gold border, weapons, armor, and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a number of specific ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform an enchantment on an item, it will display a plus in the upper left corner of the item's icon. Exceptional. Fine. Exceptional. Superb. Legendary. So... is it already? Oh, it's already a legendary item. Oh, that's interesting. So that's as good as it's going to get. All right, something to keep in mind, but I'm not sure I'm interested in it right now. Oh, yeah, we'll take that, though. All right. And then these people can't stand each other, right? And then time stop, where you get a 1d4 turns to do whatever you want. That I remember. I don't remember if my character got access to it, but my team had access to it. Is Baldur's Gate 2 based on 3.5 or 3rd edition D&D? It's based on D&D 2. It uses Thaco, which is confusing, but other than that, it's fairly similar to 3. Backstabbing was a thing or 2. Sneak attack didn't exist. All right, Simulacrum seems more powerful in 5th edition if you create a wish scroll. By the way, 3 bells or whatever it's called, the arquebus you get for completing Maya's Pain in the Butt quest line, it's terrible. Yeah, no, you get you stick with the red hand. The one I just picked up for. What's it called? Yeah, the red hand. This is the one you get for her. No doubt. No doubt about it. Stick with her. Can't go wrong. All right, unlock this.
It's done.
That. And unlock this. Okay.
You were saying? Still as a pond. Give me the order.
This isn't opinion. Time stop is extremely powerful. You use that for liches and other big enemies. Yep. I remember that. Oh my God. How do I get this without...
What is this Kith creature?
The Vithrak cocks his head and focuses his many eyes on you. Its strange companions also stare at you with unnatural intensity.
Ugh, it's making my skin crawl.
What secrets does it bring?
You feel a gentle scratching in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
The Vithrak clicks his claws together in delight. The Vithrak's attention turns to Takeo, who abruptly winces.
No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret.
The Vithrak rolls his eyes back in ecstasy, which was also ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that exists in Pathfinder as well. Most of those spells are banned in tabletop because they really are completely broken. It doesn't hit half of the time, and when you get allies in the way, then it suddenly starts working. Which spell allows you to do things like reset your entire spell book of memorization wheel in combat. Wow. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Takeo, this mean anything to you? Oh, crap. I picked the wrong thing.
Secrets. The best ones they bury deep in their cities, behind mighty walls. But what secrets fill your mind?
The Vithrak turns its hungry attention back to you. I could do the cipher thing, but actually, yeah, I'm going to do the cipher thing. The Vithrak withdraws, grinding one of his mandibles peevishly.
We wish to only see, to know, yet kith hide and hoard their secrets.
Do you share secrets? You have to get something to receive something. You have to give something to receive something. The creature's probe is like he traces a question in your mind. Its strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. What are you doing in the gullet?
We dig. There are many minds here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone.
Any spell from another spellcaster's list? Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Your friends, the broken down creatures of this place, they know the old secrets. They know, but they do not tell me.
Will you tell me a secret? It snaps its mouth parts together in irritation.
Not when you have been such a miser with your own.
Fine, I'll tell you a secret.
Yes.
I was nearly killed by Aethys and restored by Barath. It stops and considers, one fang trembling. You feel it tasting your thoughts for the truth.
Yes. You have been generous with us.
The ogres nod slowly.
There is a place below the slums, old, cold, and abandoned, where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten.
Oh, really? Dragon Disciple exists in BG2? And it's like the arcane version of Crusader from Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what I'm going to be in BG2 yet, because I don't remember what BG1 classes are actually in BG2. So that'll be definitely an option to keep in mind. Note, except knife level spells, but wizards have the best knife level spells anyway. You get one less spell use per spell level, but you get a bunch of uber passes. Interesting. Those are wishes forgotten.
But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple. A site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things.
Its eyes gleam. Will you tell me a secret? Before I tell you,
yes.
The gods were created by the Ingwithans.
Yes.
There is a place.
Oh.
But this place was once part.
So it only knows one secret, even though I just gave two? That is kind of annoying. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. The White Witch Mask. Ability activated when wear becomes blooded, grants +1 all illusion power levels. Definitely want that. Ring of Regeneration. Okay, what's Rotword Amulet? 15% resistance against poison, disease, and decay attacks. That's interesting. A lot of decay, poison stuff going on. Xanthathus Dragon Scaled Grimoire. A lot of good fire stuff there. Mortification bindings, +2 max mortification. -2 action speed and damage to attacker for 5 seconds will wear a hit in melee. Spinal Man's Grimoire. Ooh. Ooh. I think this is the Grimoire I'm looking for. I think that works. Even though this is really, really nice for damage. But, ooh, what's that? Plus 15% damage dealt and slash with melee weapons. It's for melee weapons. Self? Yeah, no, he can't use that anyway. All right. And, yeah, we'll trade. Get that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then, let me just confirm real quick. What's here? Oh, that's just a lamp. Ooh, I'd like that, actually. That I don't need. Okay.
Captain, can do. Ishi. Quiet time.
Really wish that the Cypher's mass domination spell let the dominated enemies kill each other when there's no non-dominated enemies around. It certainly would make it more powerful, wouldn't it? Hey, got it. All right. Thugs over there. Is he still one old boy dead?
I can get for you? Yes? Tell me quietly.
What do you know about the Spindle Man?
Merla, it is a dangerous pest.
I would have picked I'm not really left-handed. What kind of class are you playing in this game? I've never played the Pillar series. Playing as a Cypher. It's someone I really enjoy. I guess it's almost like a warlock in that the spells you just generate. Well, I guess only kind of, but basically you generate a certain amount of focus, which is the resource that you have to manage, and then I can use that focus to cast different spells. So I don't have to rest to get spells back the way a wizard does. So I enjoy it quite a bit. The cool thing about Cypher is it just feels like a very natural fit with what you have to do in the Pillars universe, because it's all about being able to see souls, and there's a lot of mysticism going around. So to be that type of class, it just fits Pillars of Eternity like a glove. So I played the prequel, Pillars of Eternity 1, and I played as a Cypher. Absolutely fantastic, and I'm getting the exact same vibes here as well.
When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their of the boss.
The bark beetle makes no appeals to the sparrow, I say.
Is that all? He shakes his head.
They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk, quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes?
He inclines his head toward you. Farewell. Threed. So I'm in this room right now with Ernesto. Right next to this room is a separate room. I went around this way, and my perception picked up a switch I could click right here to get into this room. Red hand was in a chest. So no money required, and you should easily be able to get back to that spot unless you've already pissed off the queen. And yeah, I highly recommend it. When you're doing in the gullet.
Your friend.
Oh, man. I guess I missed out on the quest that allows me to get him to pay me to kill the other guy. So I guess if I had waited before picking up that Drowner's Lung antidote, he would have asked me to kill the Spinal Man to get the medicine. Then I would have went back to the Spinal Man, and he would have been like, no, kill the other guy. I'll pay you to do it. And then you could go to this guy, and he'll wipe out that whole room for you. Like you'd had a problem. Whoa. No, I'm not going to send him after Takano. I'd like you to take care of a merchant by the name of Ernesto.
Never like that one. Talks too fucking much. The dodge ought to be easy enough, but you should know it could draw a query or two from other ne'er-do-wells what associate with him.
Do it.
Done and done. I'd steer clear of Ernetzo's boys for a pinch. I'll be back when the dust settles.
I love the Beguiler subclass. Did you pick a subclass? I picked Ascended because it's really powerful. Trade secrets. Let me understand on black market funds. Yeah, I don't need him for that. Excellent. And deal with you. Ooh. Money. 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 There we go. Okay, now. Let's look at this. Who are we most concerned with? He definitely is going to keep this shield. The shield is already at a what? The shield is already exceptional. Most I could do is legendary, which will cost 24,000. Can't do anything with that. Oh, cool. Right. It's got it all on the list right here. She's definitely keeping sharpshooter's garb. We can make that exceptional for her easily. She's definitely keeping the red hand. Shody's definitely keeping her lantern. Her lantern right now isn't even fine. Oh, it's got to be fine before it can be exceptional. That's what's not done. Okay, fine. So here, that's fine. There we go. That's fine. Okay, so look, let's start with everything should be fine if it's not already. Not enough money for Superb. So it's exceptional right now, and I don't have enough for Superb, so we'll come back to that another time. Exceptional. We could do that. I'm not worried about that, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about... Actually, no, I should at least make it fine. Magra's Blessing. It's exceptional. I couldn't make it Superb, but I don't have enough money. Essence is already exceptional. Okay, cool. So, looking at that. What's this? Holy Radiance. +2. It's a sickle. +5% sickle damage just with commoners or kill. Scat 4 times. Increases with religion skill. Okay. Oh, poo. I must have picked that up and sold it. I thought that the 3 bells rung arquebus would be fantastic. I read about all the Wicker. I was like, yes, now that I'm actually using the damn thing, yeah, no, it's not up to snuff. Are there mercs in this game? Or is it storyline characters only? No, you can have mercs, just like Threed said. Camera, what's going on, man? How are you? You can further enchant its secondary traits. Oh, whoops. You're right. Okay, so this one can have that. Or you could have soul diplomacy. Critical hits with this weapon transfer experimental. You know what? I'm not holding on that long term. Righteous Bash. 20% chance to interrupt with attacks from Margaret's Blessing on hit. Why can't I do that? What's this? 10% damage dealt as burn. Grants Purifying Shield. What's that? The enemies damaged by the retaliation attack have the duration of the beneficial effects reduced. Ooh, Greater Fire Shield. Where do the gains? Freeze armor. Return fire. Okay, so I just don't have enough stuff right now. I need more stuff. Steel threaded. 1 crush. Convert 15% of ranged weapon hits to crits for 6 seconds after missed by a weapon ranged attack. Well, I definitely want that, but I need a Garnet, Large Fang, and an Amber. It's going to be a while. Okay, fine. What's going on here? Double tap. Destroy lower level vessel on the second consecutive hit. Twin slugs. Knock back target within 4 meters upon scoring a hit. Burden soul. 1% damage. Damage dealt and received don't kill. Ooh. So wait. Otherwise, 1% damage dealt and received don't kill. On Burden soul, you could just make it 1% of damage dealt is done to the kill target. Huh. I looked on the wiki and they have various classes designated: striker, defender, control, crowd control, and support. Yep, they do. Fanta, what's going on, man? How are you? Does someone replace that merchant you sent that assassin to? No, but he had nothing I wanted. 2% damage dealt and received on kill and 2 rests. Damn, that's a good question. Fires 2 shots before reloading, but has a reduced range. Double tap destroy. I like Guilty Conscience, to be honest with you. 2% though, that could be quite a bit. All right. At the end of the day, this is a +4 deflection, shield deflection. Yeah, I like that. Sickle. Shit. All right. That's all the enchantment I could do for right now. That. Okay. I'm quite fine. Happy that the critically acclaimed Red Series is now GOG, so more people can enjoy it. Also ready for my vacation. That's awesome, camera. Nice shirt, man. I too am a checker shirt aficionado. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely my style. Definitely my style.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
Oh yeah. Well, nothing compared to enchanting in Skyrim. Like, Skyrim enchanting was fantastic. That stacks 20 times. Holy wow. Yeah, I told you 3. That gun is the way to go. It's absolutely the way to go. And on them, what's going on? How are you? Glad you were able to join the stream. Well, dying burning. Now I don't have enough money for it. But you know what? Question here. Yeah, get rid of that. 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 And that. And we'll get rid of that. Yep. 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 Dark gray cape. We don't need that. Don't need this. That. Royal Deadfire Company. All right. I think we can move on from here. Doing fine, thanks. My stigmatized witch trickster I told you about. Looking damn fine with the trickster mask I got for the Midnight Owls. That's awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Go to the gullet. Yeah, I'm doing one last full playthrough as Angel. Like, I mean, I say it's my last playthrough, but who knows what might happen in a year. But I'm looking forward to going back through that DLC and taking a closer look at all the items you get. Explore the Narrows. All right. Go forward. Go forward. Go right. Go forward. The passage opens into a large cavern. Below you, ramshackle buildings crowd together like broken teeth. A maze of streets winds between them, some barely wide enough for 2 to pass abreast. And yet, throngs of people fill the narrow streets in tiny plazas, their voices rising with the smoke of hundreds of torches. Explore the neighborhood. You pick your way down the worn, uneven stairs and descend into the hubbub below. Hawana men, women, and children surround you, all laughing, haggling, and quarreling over one another. You notice a few foreign faces, Valians, Adarans, and even a few Rautalians slipping through the crowd. A heady mixture of frying fish, unwashed bodies, and accumulated refuse permeates the air. You come across a corner where a pair of thugs, a man and a woman, has surrounded a Wana man. He has a pot belly and a nervous expression, and he's backed himself as far into the corner as he can. The thugs advance. It's an exchange. You pay us, and we don't hurt you. Intellect. This isn't worth it. How much are you really going to make off a few poor Raparu? The thugs consider your words and nod. He's right. Let's head to the surface. Plenty of money floating around the bathhouse. The Wana man thanks you and nervously scurries off, continuing exploring the neighborhood. You find yourself in the middle of a shop-lined street, packed shoulder to shoulder with the people around you. You can barely move. But you know how pickpockets operate. You keep your hands over your valuables. As a passerby brushes against you, you feel a hand reach for your purse. You grab its wrist and pull the thief toward you. Before you is a Wana child. Her eyes are wide with terror. Oh man. If I'm not given the opportunity to help the child and give the child money, why doesn't it let you just give the child 10 gold? I don't understand. You can either let the child go intimidate him or steal the child's money. What about just giving them some money and say, hey, you don't have to steal? But yes, it's not that kind of world. Teach the child better technique. She's wary at first, but she slowly draws closer. She watches your quick practice movements. With your encouragement, she mimics your deft maneuvers. She does quite well. She thanks you with a mischievous smile and turns to go. We've progressed so far technologically. My phone can emulate a Nintendo 3DS now, so I got some ROMs. Maybe I'll manage to play a bit on vacation. Awesome. Awesome. I'm doing an Oracle Devil run at the moment. It's super strong, but thematically it makes zero sense at all. Honestly, I think he's stronger than my Lich at times. Impossible. The Devil is definitely not stronger than Lich. Lich is all supreme. There are very few mythic paths that can compare. Actually, it does make sense in an RPG sense. If your Oracle is hellbound, your Oracle could have made a deal with the Devil for power. Yep. The implication that criminals are harassing poor people only because of their poor understanding of economics is something. Hey, I work with the dialogue options provided to me, sir. Yeah, but starting as a Zada just for zippy magic just doesn't make sense. Child disappears among the crowd. Continue exploring the neighborhood. You pass a busy stall where a man serves murk bew and chipped shells. A rich, nutty aroma rises on plums of steam. You're aghast with surprise behind you and see a small group of people huddled together, chattering. Listen in. 3 women hurry along, their arms full of laundry and their voices low with gossip. They say Bia charmed a Rautalian captain, the same one who threw Bataru into the old city. Do you get your fish or your news from the same heap? It was a Principe man she took up with. You both blunt your teeth on nonsense. The slavers in the undercraft took the poor woman. Before you can hear more, the teeming masses sweep you further down the street. Continue exploring the neighborhood. Nothing of relevance catches your attention this time. You take it all in, move it through, explore one more time. Oh, here we go. You come across a Raparo man and woman sitting on a rooftop, watching the activity below. They're passing a pipe back and forth and talking quietly. The reason the Oracle Devil is so strong is because you can focus on chain lightning with zippy magic and get the devil bonuses on top. What devil bonuses are you getting that actually improve your damage when using chain magic, chain lightning? You should have been an Aeon then. Aeons don't get zippy magic. I know. My neighbor disappeared near the Undercroft weeks ago. She shrugs. Always smugglers and pirates lurking there. Some of them turned to slaving. He nods, taking a puff. That's why I stay away from Delver's Row. Plenty of bad sorts there. She holds her hand out for the pipe. They're Kara, but they are the only sorts who pay. They lapse into silence, smoking peacefully. Explore. You pass, oh wait, no. I already heard that. All right, return to the Narrows. Leave the cavern behind you. Okay. Go forward. Turn around. Wait, go forward. Oh, here we go. You make your way forward, feeling the walls to guide yourself in the darkness. Your hands come away slimy. You smell something foul further down the tunnel. The stench of loose bowels and the metallic tang of blood. At the end of the tunnel, you find a body slumped against the wall. Stab wounds rend the corpse's clothes and flesh, and its arms and knees twist at unnatural angles. Search the body. Why is this watcher only? We're going through these passages as a group. You find a secret compartment sewn into the lining of his trousers. It contains a small note and a handful of coins. Read the note. Ulog, there's a new shipment for your Reparo friends waiting near the lift in Devil's Row. Come get the food for the cave stink rots it. Your mad captain, Morena. P.S. Give the old man my regards. I'll put an extra Kiaki in there just for him. P.P.S. Don't say I never done anything nice. At the end of the tunnel, you find, turn around. Go forward, go left. Whoops. All right. We're back. What do I want to, now that we have the rope and the hook, let's go to Pariki's Outlook and get into the tower. Azada's a Bethnistic path, and I will die on this floating hill. What do you like about Azada so much, Saya?
Been having some disturbing dreams. Makes it hard to sleep.
I am shaking with rage now. Nothing to do with this. It's going to start charging people for fan-built content now for D&D. What? That's kind of crazy. Matt, you would think that they were dying, like D&D was on its last leg, the way Wizards of the Coast tries to squeeze everything they can out of every rock, every stone. Like, good Lord, bro. Y'all are not struggling. All right. Enter tower. Going against disease. Have a good night, everyone. Great stream. Thanks, Rob. Take care, man. Have a good one. You get demonic rage from Hell's authority. Ooh, but you don't get that until mythic level 10. That's basically the end. Increase maximum and starting focus. Right. Someone was saying that this doesn't negatively impact you. You still pick it up. So I'm going to try it out. See how it goes. I only got war bow. I don't have hunting bow. I think what I'm using right now is a hunting bow. So I should take that. Is anyone aware that Sokol Panaf hits on you as a trickster? I wasn't paying much attention with his dialogue and noticed you can romance the dude. You have to play a trickster and you have to have, I think, a charisma of over 20 in order to trigger his romance. So unfortunately, I didn't know that when I played a trickster. I played an alchemist. I did need a crazy amount of charisma, so I didn't have that. But yeah, it is possible. It's not a great romance, but it's possible. What is this power again? All right. It's a single target. And penetration with fire attacks. Yeah, I'll get that too. That's all she needs. She doesn't really care about anything else. I identify with chaotic good more than anything in D&D, and I feel like the Azada path encapsulates it perfectly. You are the winds of change. Also, Avu. Awesome. That all makes sense to me. I need to redo his build a little bit. I've changed my mind about some things. Deep pockets. Using low. Oh, that's right. Escape. So he already has two-handed. He has saber, right? Yep. I don't remember what weapon I'm supposed to be going for with him, but you know what? Let's get you a regular sword. Where's sword? Stiletto. Sword. Has sword. Yeah, that's the regular sword. Yeah, that's fine. And he's got shield. Okay. Yep, he hits on you. The trickster isn't good enough to do a replay of it for the romance. I mean, its mechanics are great, the antics are hilarious, but the story is just met. Yep, that's exactly the way I felt. Right, it feels awkward when you find out it's Nocticula's brother lover. It didn't feel awkward to me, but to be honest with you, I was disappointed by it. I don't feel like you get more information about Nocticula from your romance with Sokoth Banath, which is kind of wild to me. Like, I feel like you really should, but no. To be honest with you, the mythic path that gives you the most, I mean, besides Demon, the mythic path that gives you the most inside information about Nocticula is Lich. With Lich, you can actually, talk to someone who tells you about the past and, like, how she came into power. So, it's totally different, but here's what it is. That's already taken. One requires takedown. I already have takedown. I already took this. I took that. Did I do Mark Prey? I don't know. Long and Spears fighting together enables the Ranger to fight. The Ranger's animal companion gains +1 engagement. I guess that helps people keep people off of you, right? Ooh, Stalker's Link. I'll take that. Yeah, okay, fine. And I got the Arquebus, so she's got everything she needs. Yeah, basically, Hasbro execs recently said that D&D brand is under-monetized, and among other things, they declare that D&D won't come from an OGL license, meaning fan content is not allowed, just keeping it in the family. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Isn't that a major change from the way D&D has worked in the past? I think Demon Slayer Trickster is perhaps the most broken class in Wrath of the Righteous after playing through it 4 times now. I went Persuasion and I used Magic Device on it. Absolutely stupid. The Coup de Grace didn't kill enemies. The Trick Fate Infinite Shield Bash did. That's awesome. Oh, you're skilled in explosive? That seems weird, but okay. Boom. I want whatever helps you be a shark, dude. Yours knowledge of forces, freeze damage, shock damage, shock damage. When spirit shifted. Yep. Woo! I love that spirit shift. Okay. Yes. That's not good for D&D. Yep. Nope. Doesn't sound good at all. To be completely honest, does not sound good. All right. Rope and grappling hook. There we go. Have someone throw a grappling hook across to the manor's railing. The hook sails across the gap and lands with a clang. After the rope is pulled back, the hook solidly lodges in the railing of the parapet. Climb across to the manor. Okay. Archimere's upper floor. Wait, Archimede's upper floor. Archimede's Manor's bedroom. Okay. Here we go. I remember this now. Woo-hoo! That pretty much guarantees it will be soulless corporate garbage from now on. They seem to forget that it's the fans that make great things great, not them. Yep. Yeah, at the Dragonlance campaign, I think I'm done with for D&D. I'm fed up with their greed. Interesting. So is
I'll have this open. It's done.
Is what is their name? Pazzo? Are they considered less greedy, the Wizards of the Coast? Or is it all pretty much the same no matter who you go with?
What did you find, Ishi?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just the thing. I've done it.
Exceptional scepter. And there we go. He will. And Archimede's old robe. And there we go.
Suits me, don't you think?
At least that's the way I remember this going. Let's see. Pillars of Eternity 2 comes with TBT rules in the game files. Give it a whirl. Not going to play Baldur's Gate. I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 1 on my own. I'll play Baldur's Gate 2 with the channel. I already bought BG3. Oh, nice. I haven't tried it yet. I'm absolute noob when it comes to D&D. Only play 2, 3, and 3.5, which is basically Pathfinder rule set. I don't know. I haven't heard much about them. Usually if things are quiet like that, it's a good sign, though. Right. That is rough. Hey, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Here. No news is good news, as they say. I know they're kind of strict about games that feature their iconic characters, but, I mean, that's not too big of a deal. No, definitely not. Nothing wrong with the leathery imp cradles a gem in his claws and makes soft cooing sounds as he extends his forked tongue to lick each facet, coating it with a layer of slime. Sensing your presence, his eyes snap open. The imp lets out a piercing shriek and clutches the gem protectively close to his body. A pair of yellow eyes narrow on you, focusing with intensity.
What you do here? My pet groundwalk filth. What you do here, huh? Why you trouble Yellow Eye 3?
I'm Archimede's guest. He said to await him up here in the lounge.
Guest? Ah, just another stinker to leave droppings on Master's rug. Stay out of Yellow Eye 3's way and break nothing, or Master hears of it.
With an anxious chitter and a flap of his wing, the imp makes a welcoming gesture. Tell me about yourself, friend.
First Yellow Eye died, second Yellow Eye died, now he's third.
He accentuates this point by raising one finger, then two, then three.
Master gave Yellow Eye a number, so he would remember which one he was.
Will there ever be a Yellow Eye 4?
4, 5, 6 is all the same to this Yellow Eye.
Undeterred, he waves you off. How did the others die?
One died asking idiot questions.
He scratches his scaly midsection and chuckles.
2 died stealing baubles. 3 is more careful. 3 watches out for kabooms. Pretty crystal. Protect you forever.
The imp opens his claws to tenderly kiss the gem. Back to my previous questions.
Go on. Yellow Eye 3 has
Gonna head out for night. Pleasure. Thanks, Loaded Beast. Take care, man. Glad you're able to join the stream. You got to be kind of strict with your original character. So, yeah, absolutely. Did you play Kingmaker? Oh, yeah, I finished Kingmaker, but I played it before I had a channel. So, I'm going to replay it and do content for it. I think, actually, I'm going to do a voice playthrough of Kingmaker, the same way I did it over and over again with Wrath of the Righteous. I'm just going to do one for Kingmaker, and I know exactly the type of character I want to use. But I won't do it live. Kingmaker is super complicated. There's a lot going on. It's easy to mess up. Like, I'm going to have to reference guides a lot. I don't think it would be it's going to be a lot of fun to watch me play it. You can't really fault them for that. So long as they allow fans to be passionate, creative, they're cool in my book. Yep. Start trying to stranglehold them. I'll just take my cash elsewhere. Yeah. Kingmaker was terrible. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but the constant crashing, it was unplayable. It was unplayable upon launch, absolutely. They cleared up a lot of that. Still not perfect now, but it's definitely playable now. But when it launched, it definitely launched way before it should have. Way before it should have. Crowdfund new projects. Let the old stuff die in the monkeyless pit they seem to want to dig themselves into. Man, that almost makes me seems like there's going to be a gap opening up where people are going to be able to step into this role that D&D used to have. Because I bet you all are not the only ones that are pissed. That crystal, where did you get it?
That all you want to know? Boring.
Yellow-eyed 3 size.
Found near vault. Keep safe for master. Too shiny to leave lying around.
Streetwise. Arcana. Mimic speech. Give me crystal. The harsh, discordant parody of speech that erupts from your throat grabbed the imp's attention immediately. His eyes widened in surprise.
What crazy talk? Trying to start something or just stupid, eh?
Master told us to protect, eh?
Master said so. Maybe better if you get caught with crystal than Yellow Eye 3.
Grumbling, the imp surrenders the crystal. Awesome. What are you gonna play in Kingmaker? What was your favorite class there? When I played it originally, I was a grenadier, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not gonna play it as a grenadier the next time. In my mind, I think I'm going to do one second. The ceramic bowls and plates inside the cabinet are all covered with a thin layer of dust. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to do a Black Panther playthrough in Kingmaker, where he's basically coming to the River Kingdoms and is establishing Wakanda, with the nymph as Storm, Ororu, who was never rescued or taken by Professor Xavier and has spent her entire life essentially as a thief for the mutant kingpin that was overruling her in Africa. So that's what I want to do, but I have to figure out what class goes with the more martial character. When I played Kingmaker back in the day, it was me as an alchemist. I might have had the other alchemist dude. I respect Amiri into a mad dog barbarian. I had the cleric dude who was Ecclesiarch, so he had the animal domain, and then I also had the ranger dude, so he had the animal domain. So in fact, no, the Ecclesiarch dude had community domain. He didn't need a pet. I got the other range dude who hated trolls. I got him. He had his pet, and we were going around stomping people out. I think I'm going to switch it up for that playthrough, for the Black Panther playthrough, because I want to get as close to an all-female party as possible, basically saying he's walking around with the Dora Milaje. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't figured all of it out, but that's the sketches of it so far. They lost the rights according to Owlcat. That's true. That's true. It's buggy as hell for console. They didn't fix anything for PS4. It crashes constantly. They lost the rights, and because they lost the rights, they no longer do anything for it, which I agree is absolutely unfortunate, but man, it is what it is. I played Ranger to try and romance the Fae chick. Never finished, though. I don't like being rushed. I don't like that rush feeling, and that's part of what really annoyed me about Kingmaker, but it was worth it. That romance in Kingmaker is the most satisfying romance I've ever played in the game. When you do it right and get that secret ending that's only available if you romance her, man, the end of that game feels so different. It feels, man, it hasn't felt that good before. There's nothing in Wrath of the Righteous that compares to that. Not even if you successfully romance Queen Galfrey. Not on the same level. I'm looking for an exit or an outhouse, whichever is closest. Deception.
Bowels heavy, eh? Why not use carpet? Imps do all the time.
Good Lord.
Follow me, eh? Take you outside. Stay close and not get hurt.
Lead the way. What did he just do? Doesn't mean they couldn't have fixed it while they had the rights. That's a fact. That's the fact. I don't think there's any excuse for that. God dog it.
Delight in touching exotic animals, Ikara?
Me?
Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt that. The pack includes C-3PO, Boba Fett, Darth Sidious. What? What pack? What are you talking about? Analytical. What pack are you referring to? Mama.
Not supposed to be here. Ground meat not supposed to stink up Master's house.
No, imp flood is towards you. Talus extended. That's interesting. And that alarm went off too. But I'm wearing his robe, so what's the problem? I hate being pressured in Kingmaker. Damn, game's time minute pisses me off. Yeah, I think a lot of people are not particularly pleased with it. Yeah, it's really frustrating for me to not be able to just sit back, take my time, take everything in. There is a constant feeling of pressure in Kingmaker. Deception. Wait. Oh, crap. Oh, so you don't have an option. So you are not given an option except to attack him. That's weird. What am I supposed to be doing to get around that? I'm wearing his robe. Oh, here we go. You don't recognize your master by his robe, servant?
Is ground meat Archimere? Master gave us a passphrase. You repeat now.
The imp drifts closer, grinning and wagging his tongue between his fangs. What? Oh, we stopped using past phrases. Everyone kept forgetting them anyway. Awesome.
What? It's true? Curses. No one tells me anything.
He hisses and claws at the air.
I make sure imps leave you alone. Just
there we go.
Break anything. Everything here expensive.
In dialogue. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. I just came from the upper floor. I could go to the laboratories, but I'm not gonna do that yet.
Why Master need books? Not even taste good.
The bay window overlooks Gold Nest along the steep cliff sides of Nekataka. Go to the bathhouse down the stairs. There's a secret passage there. Much easier route. Ah, yeah. I remember that. But I like the ingenuity of this. The way you use basically resourcefulness and persuasion to get what you want. But yeah, the bathhouse is another option, most definitely. But when you go through the bathhouse, it sets off the whole alarm. You actually get some dialogue from him when you finally talk with Archimere, if you're able to go through his house without ever setting off the alarm. The surface of the water ripples slightly. Every few seconds, a bear pokes his head from the trees. The title placard reads, "Peace and Obscurity." A stone tower rises from the forest. On the upper balcony, a young girl dashes inside when she catches sight of you. There is no title placard. Tiny imps dive and soar among noxious clouds and rocky outcroppings. The title placard reads, "Paradise for the Depraved." I can maybe do a voice pack for you if you want it. It will only take a few hours. Just have to let me know what 6 characters you plan on running. And which game are you talking about? Are you talking about Baldur's Gate 2? The time limit is annoying as fuck, but story-wise it's somewhat fitting to the adventure path and the vibe of a cursed land that never knew peace and always ended in disaster. Nemesis, what's going on, man? Yeah, I agree. It does fit. It does fit. It's not like I felt like it was forced. It's just annoying for a player like me who loves to read everything, see everything, do everything, constantly feeling like you're dealing with this time limit. Eesh. The Citri appears to be asleep. The title placard reads, "The Challenge of Finding Good Help," or "Why I Invested in Constructs." An unusual growth blankets the floor of a cavern. pinpricks of torchlight illuminate distant tunnels. The title placard reads, Vithrak Courtship Hive. Ooh. This corner of the gallery has a pungent order. The title placard reads, Koiki Valley. All right, it's searched over there already. Oh, it's for Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So that made a Star Wars one for my current playthrough. It's on Nexus Mods right now. What's it called? I didn't realize you were talking about Wrath of the Righteous. Vault lock broken. Where'd Shiny Crystal go?
Trying to eat it.
Storm Blight. A rattling sound issues from the display case when your back is turned. The two-headed skeleton hangs motionless. Unlock his vault. Yeah, I got the key for that, but we'll be back in a jiffy. I wonder if I end up getting less XP because I'm not killing all these people. That would be unfortunate. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Most esteemed Archimere, we received your order for 2 additional ironclad constructs. You can rest assured they will be delivered within the week. Your continued satisfaction with our craftsmanship affirms that our work goes towards a righteous cause, and we look forward to maintaining your generous patronage. The missive is stamped with a sigil of Abaddon, followed by an illegible signature. Who are you? This lab looks intended for Archimede's iron constructs. You such a fractured, confused scrap of soul essence. Read the souls. Headed to bed for the evening. Hope y'all have a good evening and stay warm during the storm Slandered. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Game's not like an XP, thankfully. You should cap out easily. Awesome. Hopefully. Looking forward to it. You walk through the halls of Archimede's Manor. The layout is no stranger to you, and you navigate every turn with confidence. Your partner is your shadow, hanging 3 steps behind. Gesture for him to hurry. A little noise won't disturb the imp stewards. Ifrit nods and hastens his pace. You reach a heavy vault door. The lock is made of gems set into stone. Ifrit is glancing over his shoulder, too preoccupied to follow your careful motions. Set the gems into their combination and pray that your contact got it right. Just as the vault door grinds open, one of Archimede's imps rounds the corner and screeches in a full voice. You spill on your heel and make a run for it. Ifrit is nowhere to be seen, but a whisper of cloth through an open doorway tells you where he's going to hide. Before you can take your second step, a blow like a battering ram carries you off your feet. Disoriented and prone, the last thing you see is the fist of an ironclad construct mercilessly coming down, with nothing but your head between it and the cold stone floor.
I'll be damned if I let a soul be used for such foul means. Come with me now, you poor lost thing.
Expression grim, Shodi draws her lantern back and forth over the guts of the construct, absorbing the thief's remaining essence. End dialogue. They didn't even give me the opportunity to, what if I wanted to be like, let's not mess with his little playthings in case he decides to make a friggin' example out of us. They didn't even give me the opportunity. Who's in here? Hey. That does look like something. What is that? Just some regular stuff. Ooh. The ship stuff and I don't even need it. Ooh. Unlock? What's that? Scorching venom. Poison. Okay, I'll take it. God dog it. Come on. Come in. There we go. Bruh, I'm looting your whole operation. He's going to be so mad when he gets back. is not going to be pretty. Here we go. Here we go. And what's across over here? This is the area that I walked through. Is this a study? Yeah, it looks like a study. Ooh, lots of books there. Ooh, that was a unique weapon. Really? You were able to loot my whole laboratory and my vault and no one stopped you? Good help, so hard to find. Your skin tingles as you approach the scrying pool. Your reflection grins up at you from the depths. I remember this. I didn't complete it, but I did talk to the thief at the spell store. I threatened to put his box at the bottom of the river. That's awesome. Cruel, but awesome. All right. Ooh, oh, and there's the bathhouse. In fact, never pretty in my playthrough. I kill Arkhamir every single time. Oh my God, I've never killed Arkhamir. What's that like? Is that fight? I assume that fight is crazy difficult, right? He never pissed me bad enough where I felt like, you know what, this is a guy I should kill.
I'll take care of this.
Unlocking this will require the proper key. This device is a complex control panel made of gems set in movable stone impressions. 4 colorful gemstones are positioned around a hole in the center. Something appears to be missing, though an expert tinkerer might be able to compensate for. Place the clear crystal into the hole. The crystal settles into its intended depression with a soft click. The surrounding gemstones immediately flash with brilliant colored lights. Enter the combination you found. You rotate the gemstones into their intended configuration. The sound of grinding stone builds in volume as the door moves aside. Excellent. Stubbs, what's going on, man? How are you?
Why even have fancy dinnerware if you're just gonna keep it locked up?
Okay. That was a mistake. Apparently, he planned even for people getting past the door. It's a relatively tough fight just because of his defense. On higher difficulties, it's trouble to deal with him and his golems. Try it out. Interesting. I might have to give it a whirl. Stuff. Ooh, Harpo Epic. Return the artifact. Oh, that's the one that they were looking for. The dinnerware arrayed around the table is gleaming and polished, with not a speck of dust to be found anywhere.
I know just the thing. I've done it.
Kabbalist Gambison, +2 armor rating against spells. Huh. This statue of Onukaza I wears a knowing smirk. Woo! Coming in here, as you can see, Threed, is well worth it. A powerful enchantment keeps these gold bars weighted to the spot.
I'll have this open in no. It's done.
Ooh, Engulf's teachings. It's not something I need, but it's still nice to know I have it. Ooh, what's this? Cloak of Greater Protection. Yeah, that'll definitely help. Doing well. Starting a 4-day weekend. How have you been? I'm all right, but not a 4-day weekend all right. Look at you. That's got to be nice. You got plans for this 4-day weekend, or you just going to chill? What happens if you meddle with the mechanism? I couldn't get it to succeed. Oh, I don't know. I've already opened it up. I've never not had the gem. I always figured out how to get the gem first. All right. Now we're out of here, but I forgot we don't have the thing that the lady in the shop needs. So let's head to the Brass Citadel real quick, pick up those gloves, then we can head back to her, get those gloves back, and recruit her for my ship. Killing Arkhamir is the only way to get his spell book, and there used to be a little special thing that happened when you gain all unique grimoires. Really? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Shodi, I say you stepped on a sacred palm beetle.
No, I didn't mean to. Darn it, you think that's bad luck on me now?
Ikera, the elders say your nose will fall off into the sand.
That sounds Wait, you wouldn't be pulling my leg now, would you?
That's awesome. Okay, oh, here. Let's quick save there. And now we'll head to the Brass Citadel. Yep, Brass Citadel. Apparently, you could be part of that wizards group if you're a wizard. At least that's what I recall. That's how it goes. Ooh, nice. Okay. I can't advocate on Alice's behalf. I think it's over here somewhere. Mama. Let's go ahead and save before we get it. Chill, go to my parents' house for Christmas. Neither this 4-day weekend holidays are always crazy busy. I completely understand. Yeah, man. Glad you're able to take some time and get some rest. Where is this boy? That is awesome.
The Ranga Nui leads us, but he represents all of Raudtai.
Oh, yeah, she can have it.
All this trouble over a tablet of fucking stone. If my company's standing wasn't on the line, I would have written this one off as a loss already.
Tomorrow, nurses are brow and Moses for you to speak. Give the tablet. Oh, wait. Nope. Farewell. Because old boy's with us. I'm not trying to lose some of my good markets with him, so we'll do that later. Where is... Come on, where is he? Oh, is he by the docks? He's by the docks. He's by the docks. That's what it is. What's in here? All right. Probably going to try to be... I lied. Going to lurk while I drift off. Sounds good saying. Probably going to try to be part of that wizard group with my blood maze. Let me know how that works out. I'm curious to see if that scene is like really cool and well done, or if it's just a quick hit thing. Beat it. I don't have time. The thin Valian glances over your shoulder with an expected frown. You stole a pair of gloves from the dark cupboard. Give them to me.
Not a chance, amico.
He narrows his eyes at you.
Fascina sent you, didn't she? Bostinago, just for these?
Shaking his head, he pulls a pair of fine gloves from his pocket, studying them with evident disappointment.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
You're going to have a hard time selling an archmage's gloves for fast coin.
Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it?
It's never too late to start making smart decisions, actually. He almost is about to say more, but something to the southwest distracts him, and his expression fills with dread.
Here he comes.
See?
And I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Keep your mouth shut and follow my lead. Glances at you, Bertino shrugs and swallows down a lump in his throat. Oh, he even walks like a soldier. That slow, laborious walk, like I've got so many muscles, it's hard for me to even move. But that doesn't mean I won't be mighty quick to put this sword in your stomach. A unit of steely-eyed sailors approach the docks, clutching pikes and firearms with quiet professionalism. At their head stands a tall Omamua in a mustard yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Berteno.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Hamuto rubs a long scar that extends the length of his neck. Damn. I do not assist in slavery unless I'm playing an evil run, sir.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Bertino's voice falters and he turns to you with sudden packet. Bertino, shut up. The adults are talking. Hamuto's eyes brighten and he nods. The soldiers around him chuckle with approval.
I like dealing with people of substance.
He nods thoughtfully.
This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
Hamuto spreads his hands in a peaceful manner as the soldiers level their guns at Berteno. You sound more reasonable than I was led to believe.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law and still be seen as a monster.
What is your plan for Berteno?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Perhaps I can pay what's owed.
You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom.
Hamuto taps his lower lip in thought.
400 pyres are what Berteno owes. When I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded.
Give 400 copper. Payment as agreed.
Then our business is concluded.
Hamuto signals his men to stand down. After a hateful look, they lower their arms and follow their captain's lead. In dialogue, give me them damn gloves. Don't ever let me see you again. Oh yeah,
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
my characters that let him get dragged off, they're definitely not good people. Don't you worry, Threed. When we do our tyranny run, I'll be all the evil and viciousness you could possibly stand. Probably our Warhammer run as well. And our Baldur's Gate 3 run as well.
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
Berteno claps his hands together, tears brimming at the corners of his eyes. Yes, and all it took was coin out of my pocket. No, actually, slap him. His head snaps to the side and he slowly turns to you, cupping his cheek and looking stunned.
What was that for?
You were being extreme. Now, say nothing. Slap him again. This time he recoils, but his shock promptly turns to anger.
Crazy butso, stay away from me.
He throws a pair of gloves at your face and uses the cover of the distraction to dart away. Asshole. Don't ever do that shit again. I appreciate how you treated that young lady. You don't get to talk to her enough to learn about her personality, but old girl's looks, the one he stole the gloves for, she definitely looks like romance material. All right. Let's go back to her. Let her know I got these gloves. And then we will we'll take Olive back, get him properly geared up, and then we're gonna go down and beneath to go get that Carnet thingamajig that the Principe want. I should be, hopefully.
Being a soldier, I did well enough at it, but it was never for me.
I like knowing that someone has a plan. Never felt it from the gods.
You ever think maybe I put my faith in the wrong cause?
Faith is what you feel in a given moment. Like a bird's feathers, it molts from time to time.
If you got a high enough rep with the Royal Deadfire Company, you could tell them to back off with no trouble. Ooh, nice. That's something good to keep in mind. Obviously, I always do that quest when I'm on my first run in the city, so that explains why I don't have enough high enough rep to make it just happen automatically. My hand slipped. Facina leans in close. I took care of Bertino's debt with Hamuto Stonehill.
You are willing to put up all that money?
One of her eyes narrows on you.
What of the gloves? What happened to them?
Give gloves. These old things, what will you give me for them? Facina pinches the bridge of her nose and lets out a deep sigh.
Have we come to this then? Am I really paying for my own property? Fine. 500 pyres.
Just kidding. Here you go. She snatches the gloves away, muttering under her breath.
Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
Back to the matter of Archimedes Manor. Back to my questions. Tell me about yourself.
I think it's because he knows.
I think because I joked around with her, it didn't give me the option to hire her. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be able to bring her onto my ship. Let's try this again. Good Lord. I didn't save before I talk with her? My bad. Boom, boom, boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
You're back. Kue,
I
and
took
you
care
are
of
without
it.
the gloves.
Give
What
gloves. I have
happened
them
to
right here for you. She accepts the gloves with a grateful sigh. Yep, the dialogue's different.
At least I know Arkemir won't feed me to the imps.
She folds the gloves with care and stows them away.
Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
Show me what you have for sale. Journal. I don't want that, right? Yeah. In fact, I already have the one that I want. Just got to give it to Allah. Does she have anything else that I want? I've got 7,000. Oh, Sasha's Singing Scimitar. +5 defense against all spells. What? Ooh, superb. +10% damage with saber attacks. +45% damage. 2% stacking action speed bonus for each. Oh, chanter phrase. Ah, crap. Oh, well. Rakowa's fingers. Dexterity. Spark crackers. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay. +1 dexterity. +1 sleight of hand. +1 constitution. Resistance to dexterity related effects. That's interesting. All right. Don't need any of that. Let's check here real quick. What's this looking like? Spinal Man's Grimoire is what I want. This I do not need. This I do not need. What about this? Morning Star, two-handed. I don't remember what old girl uses. We'll keep that around. I don't need a fine quarterstaff. Don't need a fine rapier. These two things I do need. Exceptional Scepter. Don't think I need that either. I need that. Probably should hang on to that. Probably should hang on to that as well. What's going on here? Don't need that. The rest of this probably should hang on to. That puts me at 11,000. Still don't need anything from here. You. Why can't I recruit you?
Locked door. What? Bozzo. Your plan is so poorly concocted that you had to
I only want to retrieve a single item, a stone. You have the key? This just got more interesting.
I think it's because he
Why can't?
What? Bozzo. Your plan is so poorly not for I am beyond finished discussing the
Come on, man.
Bozzo. Your plan is so poorly concocted that I am beyond finished discussing
Interesting.
If you don't have any business,
I'm not able to recruit her. That's weird. Maybe I can't recruit her until Arkemir comes back? All right, whatever. Oh, damn. I just realized that attacking the slavers as a bleak walker is completely an option. Nice. Ooh.
Drag me on a rope.
This why you always got dirt in your hair?
What? You mean the grave dirt?
I wonder if I took to worshiping Andra, if she could make me forget what I just heard.
I mean, I've done everything I'm supposed to do for her, right? Like, other than take her to an actual... I am supposed to take her to meet with the people at Sacred Stair. I forgot about that. Let's go over and do that real quick. You have to finish that tablet quest in order to recruit her, I believe. Got you. The tablet quest has to be recruited first, just in case you really need her in order to be able to get into the tower. Makes sense. And why didn't I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to complete that until I have Aleph in the team, because I know I'm going to say something that sounds with the Wild Tide is probably going to impact Takehu's perspective on me. So I'll save that for later. Speaking of which, I probably should have waited until I had Palagino on my team to do this. But you know what, whatever. Something tells me I'm just not going to be able to please Palagino. In fact, I wonder... Did I get anything? No, yeah, I'm still at 0 with her. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't care about me at all.
Busy, Watcher. What can I do for you?
Shorty has some souls she'd like to give you.
Lack might be a strong word for it, but I'll do it. If you can meet my conditions.
Surly, she crosses her arms over her chest.
It's a thoughtful gift? But why? What has brought this on?
Gon has shown me the coming end. Darkness will fall upon hell, beginning an extended season of death with no rebirth for any of us.
All right, I knew I shouldn't have asked. How do you fit into this, Watcher?
Shorty's a soul reaper. She can gather lost souls into her lantern to deliver them regularly to you.
But only if you promise to treat them well. Ensure their cycles continue in the natural manner.
Right. You do realize that the essence isn't actually ale. Never mind. Thank you, Shorty. I promise to treat them with dignity. We can put them in this device over here.
One last thing. How much is this gonna hurt? No, wait. Don't even tell me. Just lead the way.
Shoulders squared, Shorty stalks up to the gleaming copper and Adra repository.
You ready for this grand merger of faith and science?
We'll see how he likes the pride.
Romancers, if you got any energy vision goggles, you might want to don them now. And if anyone's afraid of a little light show, I'd suggest you take a healthy step back.
She rubs her hands together, drubs her palms against her hips, and snatches up her lantern, eager, ready. She wriggles her shoulders and pops her neck, stands subtly widening. I'm ready to be impressed.
Then keep your eyes peeled, because it's going to happen.
She snaps her fingers.
Fast as a fire beetle flash. The Audra will snatch him right quick once I conjure the light. So don't look away.
As she exhales those last words, she presses her palm flat to the cold bronze and Audra repository. Fingers trembling and like a firework going off, the light from her lantern flares blindingly bright. Electricity, no, hypercharged soul energy whips across the air, lashing open Shodi's skin, traveling the pathway of 1,000 branching veins and capillaries. Then the strike bursts Shodi's bloody from face to neck to arms and lower, and she screams, her voice a secondary crack across the sky. Release the souls. The words rattle from between clenched teeth, ripped from her convulsing body, but she doesn't let go of the Audra that's searing her palm. The lantern trembles so violently and nearly cracks, but then a massive wave of purple essence rushes from the lantern. It swirls up and around the Audra, crashing along the glimmering surface before being sucked inside. The Audra pulses brighter, then darker, then even brighter, blinding. There's a howling, then the Audra cracks, and a jagged shard tumbles to the ground.
Ugh, son of a god's-darn motherless cur. That hurt worse than a back-to-back whooping from Uncle Angbert's quarterstaff. Hell, and I only gotta do it again and again on cycle until the day I die?
If serving one's God was always easy, everyone would do it.
I never did want to take the easy route.
She nods.
I'll keep reaping more souls then. Do my duty till I fall to dirt and bones. Never you worry, though. I'll see to dumping my lantern in the future on my own. Thank you for finding me a way to handle my burden, even if it does involve the occasional jolt of pain.
Chest heaving, Shorty scrabbles for the Audra shard embedded in the ground. The crystal slick with blood from her palm, she shoves it into her pocket. Then she shakes her head.
Darn if I don't feel so light I could float away.
Shorty casts an odd look to her darkened lantern before turning you a whimsical smile. Doing any better?
My bones are still a little jangly. But yeah, I think I am.
I did that in one playthrough. I did a playthrough where I had to keep her souls the whole time. I felt like shit the whole time. I felt like, damn, this woman is going through hell. I am twisting and corrupting her into something terrible.
I don't know if this is what God planned for me, but I'd like to think we did right by these souls. We're bringing light to the darkness, ensuring spring follows the common fall.
She dusts her hands on her hips before setting off at a determined clip. All right, she's all good. Okay. Now to the gullet, to the tavern, and we'll go get Olive.
Visited? Which lands? No, wait. What was the strangest thing you ever saw?
Found an island with a pillar of Audra carved into a giant foot.
God, what a thrill. You're so well-traveled. It's amazing. But don't you ever miss home? What about your loved ones?
Aside from my family, anyone special to me is already here, Firefly.
Well, that's... You see, I mean, same for me. I thought I'd miss my brethren more, but having someone who understands me, it's a surprising relief.
No. I need to build up more relationship with Maya before them two become an item and she doesn't want me anymore. Gosh, it really goes farther than the initial quest? Yeah. She sinks deeper and deeper. Dialogue-wise, I don't think there are any other quests related to it.
You've bailed me out more than once.
You'd do the same for any of us.
Don't tell, but I try harder for the ones I like better.
Yeah, she it really, really takes a toll on her. So good luck with that. All right, here comes the sequence I don't like. This Undercity stuff was not cool. Not cool. Popped up to the street, just said slander and his relationship problems with Maya. What's going on, princess? How are you? Let's make sure you don't have anything that I want. You don't.
Need something?
Mm-hmm. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I let you in the room. You can get out. You come on. Accept. All right. Yeah, he's got to level up. Whatever. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it here. While away from stream, I'm gonna respec all of my characters to make sure they're set up exactly the way that I want them. And then when we come back, we can go through the Cornet's Call, which is the Undercity. It has a whole bunch of combat. But for now, I am tired as hell. We've made some very, very good progress. I'm hoping, it might not be the case, but I'm really, really hoping the next stream will finally be the time where we can, what's it called? Finish with this city so I can get back on my damn boat. But city's so large, so well done, and there's so much to do that, of course, it's taking us some time. So at the end of the day, I'm loving what I'm doing, and I guess that's what's most important in the game. But that is it for tonight. Hope all of you enjoyed the stream. Hope all of you have a fantastic evening. And I will see you next time. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. I'd like to definitely get 1 or 2 more streams in before next week, make some more progress. I really want to try to get this, make sure we finish this game up in January so that we can move on to other things. So we'll see how it works out. But until then, I will see you all later. Take care. Yeah, Undercity was no joke to read. Night, princess. Have a good one.